And we're back. Where last week we left off with Sana returning to her home on the plate of the Fey Realm, where she realized it had befallen some kind of a corruption, and while fighting in the town, they realized there were no survivors, and the dead had seemingly come back to life, and when they were killed, broke apart into horrible bugs and biting insects and gross things. After choosing to run and retreat from the town that she was from, they entered the secret passage into the catacombs where it was guarded by a small little dragon who has a nice long head, which they killed quickly and easily. Then 3 more popped out, and they killed them quickly and easily. Then 9 more popped out, and they realized, it's an undead Hydra, and killing the heads was not the best way to kill it for good. After realizing this, they jumped into the water and began fighting its body while the heads attacked, leading to the death of their strongest melee NPC, their Kurgan. After having a brief moment to discuss after defeating the creature whether or not to resurrect the Kurgan, they opted not to, as they only have 1 scroll of resurrect. And dragging the body into the catacombs in the underground, they were going to give her a burial when they stumbled upon some sort of a strange, magically locked door. After solving a fairly simple puzzle, they got inside where they were met by Brianna, someone from Sana's past, who accused her of being the cause of all of this. And that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up with the party inside the underground tomb. And Sana facing off with Brianna with the rest of the party, finding a couple of survivors, about 4 survivors, 5 including Brianna, as they take a short rest inside the underground secret passage that Sana knew about. So with that, Brianna again squares off against you, Sana, the semi-eccentric aunt from your past, stating that you are the cause of all this.
Hold on. Wait. Brienne, what are you talking about? I was literally on an execution block before I woke up in the other realm. How does that even connect me in any way to being the cause of all of this to happen?
You just answered your own question. You woke up in another realm. How did you get there? Traversing realms is very difficult. Whatever you did to escape this realm caused a rift, and something came through that rift.
Hey, Brienne, hang on. Wait. You just answered your own question as well. Traversing realms is incredibly difficult, and it's something that, as a group, we have had to put a lot of time into figuring out how to get here. Sona couldn't have done that by herself. Something had to help her or pull her out. She didn't cause this herself.
Well, regardless, what did you do? Who helped you? How did you get out? Whatever you did caused this. You left, 2-3 days ago?
Aunt Brienne, I've been gone for almost 5 months.
Yeah, of course. Relative to you, as soon as you go to the mortal Sana, you do realize how slowly time moves here.
Yes, no, I've come to realize that it's not a lesson that you or Dad or Mom taught me before somehow I miraculously round up in the mortal plane. But yes, that's something we've discussed and acknowledged. Look, all I remember was Mom and Dad dying. Your brother having his throat slit in front of us.
Yes. It's all very tragic, and I'm very sad for it. It happened just a few days ago to me. You've had 5 months now to grieve. By the way, I don't care right now. When those things are rising up, then that means our dead ones are coming back for us. That's not what I had in mind for my deceased relatives. I don't really want to have to kill them myself.
Have you already seen them come back? Because all I've seen is just creatures. They don't look anything like those that we've known.
No, as soon as the town was attacked, She seems honest. She's more nervous and scared than trying to lie here.
Okay, look.
Can I ask a question? How
Go
and
ahead.
when do they come back?
Well, after Sana disappeared, a short time afterwards, I'd say maybe a day, a giant tree grew out of the temple of Sune. It looked beautiful at first, but then it started kind of attacking people. A short time later, there were talks of the people who were being attacked acting strange, and they began attacking other people. We sent what few warriors we had in, and well, then all of a sudden those same warriors came to attack the town. Realizing what was going on, the few of us that could escaped into the catacombs. Now I sealed the door, and we kind of didn't know what to do. We've been here for 2 days now.
You saying this happened immediately after I vanished off the chopping block?
Well, it's hard to tell because I wasn't actually there. Not something I really had I didn't really want to watch. She looks around at the rest of the room, and they all kind of shrug. All we know is execution. We weren't there. Suddenly, we heard that you had escaped, and then we saw the tree grow. The tree looked pretty at first, but then it started taking a darker kind of turn. I'd say it took it about a day and a half to grow, maybe 2. Then it attacked some people, and
What about Duke Thorn, who had me on the chopping block? What about him? What about his daughters? What about... Those were the ones that were there. Where are they?
well, they were at ground zero when it all happened.
Have you seen them since?
No, we haven't. We got out of there as soon as we could, otherwise we would have been turned into those things like everybody else.
Okay, so just to clarify, other than you hearing I escaped and the tree sprouting and then defending warriors, you guys don't know where anybody else was that was there when everything went down?
No, we don't. But there's multiple entrances into the catacombs. It's
Yes.
possible other people escaped.
What did the tree look like? Do you recall any specific details that could possibly help us? My friends that I've made that are here with me now, I have a lot of expertise from different areas of the realm. They might be able to help us kind of figure out what it is or where it's from.
Well, like I said, it looked beautiful at first. It grew and kind of reached up to the sky, but its branches grew very long and had a very deep red hue to it, and then it started grabbing people. And after it grabbed them, it would, I don't know, do something to them, and then they would turn into those things that started grabbing other people. They had flesh at first, but seems to have fallen off.
And now they are basically bug-infested monsters that when you try and fight them off, spread more bugs in the whole area. Well,
Yes.
bonus, if you guys want to try and get out to the town in some way, the giant hydra of bones and death that was guarding the waterfall is dead. We got that killed for you.
They look at each other. Giant Hydra?
Yeah.
There was no giant Hydra when we came in.
Well, you guys locked yourself in a cave to let the realm disintegrate, so it's not a surprise that you don't know what's happening.
If we had tried to fight them, there's a good chance you would be fighting us too.
Well, we made it here and fought our way through, so...
Look, okay, we can argue semantics.
We have to lay the Kurgan to rest. We have to dispose of this body in a respectful manner. And I start looking around the cave. What is ventilation a thing in this cave? Is there like an air shaft anywhere? If we start a fire, is it going to just fill the cave with smoke?
I mean, probably, but it'll dissipate after a while. Obviously, we don't want to cremate the remains in the place that we're going to be sleeping in. But
Okay.
there's other ones around here. We could seal the entrance. That wouldn't be too much of a problem. Though there's not
Okay.
much to burn in here.
Help us
That wouldn't be a
find
problem.
a place to lay the Kurgan's body to rest so we can cremate her and she won't come back.
If we need to go back up, let's go back up.
Honestly,
We
that's what
have
I'm
to-
thinking as
We
well.
have to take care of this.
No, I agree. We need to go ahead and take care of the Kurgan's body. But look, Aunt Brienne, we're not going to stay here. Okay? I don't know what happened or why this tree grew or why it's turned the world into the shitty place it currently is where everything wants to kill you. But we're going to continue through the tunnels to the temple grounds. We're going to go into the library. We're going to go to the Colosseum. We're going to see what we can figure out before we make our way to the main temple and fight whatever this is to try and get rid of it. And I'm going to find the Duke and kill him one way or another. So
Kill him if you wish, but the question is, what do we do about this entire realm? I don't know if we can just solve this by killing him or something.
well, killing
We're not gonna find the answers sitting in this cave for another 2-3 days, since all of this has apparently happened in 2 days and you've done nothing. So why don't we go out?
You're welcome to come with us, is what she's saying. If you feel that you're best served by staying in here, all of you, I say as I look around the room, then stay. But now that I've come back and I've seen what's happened in the short time in this realm that I've been gone, I'm going to try and fix it. And then I'm probably going to leave again. And you can either come with me or you can stay here and try and fix what's been broken. Either way, we're not going to stay in this cave with you. We're going to bury and cremate the Kurgan in another room, and we're moving forward. So while we do that, why don't you think on that and make a decision? And I'm gonna motion to Alaric and Iris and everybody to exit out, and I'm gonna start walking back outwards to see if there's another like closed off cave right by that we can go in.
Okay. As you go out there, you can see just to the north there is a small, unassuming cave. It looks pretty empty from where you're standing. To the north left, there's also another one.
There's one here, Sarah, we could probably use, and I think there's one over here as well, maybe? No, hold on. And I'm gonna keep moving a bit further. Give me a second, Usara, but the cave is straight north is definitely a good spot for it. There's nothing there.
Don't go too far. We're not exploring right now.
Okay, I won't. But I think I see our next opportunity. And I'm gonna head back to the middle.
Look, your aunt mentioned they could steal an entrance. Let's lay the Kurgan to rest in here.
Okay. That's fine. Where's Kale? We'll need him and the Kurgan's body to make all this happen.
I'm gonna assume Kale was like staying with the body and then we'll bring her out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kale's already started dragging her.
Alaric, I'll yell at Alaric to help Kale drag the Kurgan with him.
Alaric, you gotta start thinking for yourself, man.
Okay, I think I want to help.
Okay, then go for it. Grab her legs.
He does as commanded.
Dimkin, are you or Kale, are you guys able to start a fire and say a few words while we get my aunt to seal this cave?
Yeah, I can get it going.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back in as they're bringing the Kurgan's body out. Brienne, we're gonna put her in the northern cave. Basically the one right to the left of this one. Would you please come seal the door after we've said a few words and lit the body on fire?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. About face. March, 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 march. Can we bring the
I'm just
Kurgan's
gonna
body to
guard
the
you.
cave?
Yeah, we're gonna just guard while Kale and Alaric bring the Kurgan into the cave.
All right, are we in there? I can't see.
We're outside. I think you're in there now.
Okay. Kel would just kind of go toward the back of the room, and as we set the body down, well, Coco, Mildred, Kurgan, went by many names, but that was the only thing inconsistent about you. You were steadfast, stalwart, and strong. You saved my life. I mean, I would be in up to my neck in water every day, and then further, and then dying, and then repeating, and then dying and repeating. So everything I have is thanks to you. I know that I helped you in return, but I won't forget what you've done, what you did. And I'm sorry that it came to this. I hope that you weren't disappointed in this end. Kale would reach into his pack, take one of the coconut shells, drop 10 coins into it, sets it down on the Kurgan, and says, Will I see you again, friend? Accepted, yes. And then says, you better have 20 waiting for me when I find you again. And produces flame and just... Oh, yeah.
Yoxara is gonna follow up and put Coda's robe around the Kurgan like a shroud. And then just sort of, lay it there and then back away from that.
And then Kale would gently ignite the fire, stand back, watch it, make sure that everything's catching, burning brightly, and then make his way out of the cave.
Okay.
Silently.
As you go to do that, what are you doing with her sword, as it is something that would not burn and it looks, again, very expensive?
Kale, Sana says she holds the sword. I know you don't use this type of weapon, but would you hold on to it for her memory? Or would you like me to hold on to it in my pack until such a time as we find someone to use it? Or maybe you, I don't know, find some use of it, or bring it to the sun where you can set it in the ground to honor her as a grave marker.
Yeah, I don't think she'd want her sword growing rusty, being the warrior that she is. So yeah, let's take it. I'll hold on to it, sure.
Okay. Here you go, Cal.
Very large toothpick.
Just make sure you stick them with the pointy end if you use it, Kale.
Oh, this is way too much sword for me.
Okay, so let's all back out. Sana says as she backs out to the main area and then looks to her aunt to come forward, and once everyone's out to make sure that it's sealed and that the smoke and flames don't spread.
And sealing is pretty easy. Kale, just so you know, it is the great sword of lightning. So it's a great sword that does 2d6 damage, an additional 1d6 lightning damage. It is two-handed. So if you ever wanted to use it, it's there, but as you are not proficient and not super strong, it's difficult for you to wield. Brianna and her team, they form up, and they've got some short swords and some really light armor, but there's 5 of them in a group.
All right. Well, everybody out of the cave and do your thing, Aunt. Let's make sure it's burned to ashes, but the smoke and everything doesn't spread.
And you see a quick arcane flash, and she seals the entrance of the cave. The barrier before was made across a couple of tables, which made it opaque, but this one you can actually see in a little bit. You see that the body is catching and the smoke start to fill the room, and after just a couple of minutes, there's so much smoke you can't even see anything inside of that room, and it just kind of fogs up.
Okay. Well, we've got one task out of the way. Hey, Odron, do you think your little bat plant can fly down and around? I swear I saw a pathway on this far left cave, and just kind of fly down that way and see what's going on before we make our advance.
Yeah, of course you can. Her name's Jenny, but yeah, sure, I can.
Sorry, Jenny. I forgot her name. That's a very sweet name.
I'll go ahead and walk up into this next chamber and then let Jenny fly forward down this tunnel.
Okay.
I'll just move.
Yeah, go ahead and just move. Yeah, as Jenny flies, she sees another tunnel. There's a little bit of refuse in there. It looks like some sort of cartwheel, a broken shovel made from building this place. And the tunnel kind of opens up in multiple directions.
And we'll just wait here till you both come back.
Yeah, there's a left way to go and a right way to go. The side on the right is covered in what looked like bone. Looks like it's some sort of a crypt where people and bodies have been placed.
Okay. And left just looks like a tunnel.
Looks like some sort of a tunnel opening up to something else.
I'm gonna have her fly left first.
Okay, as you fly left, you see some sort of a sleeping bag. Looks like somebody has been staying there, but you don't see the person, where they went, or anything about them.
Then I'll have her fly back and fly into the crypt area.
Yeah, as you fly into the crypt area, you lose contact with the bat immediately. And your bat was unfortunately killed.
Okay. Well, then I will return my token. As I was kind of communicating with Jenny, my eyes are kind of glazed over. That immediately stops, and I look out to you guys and say, there's a few paths ahead. One leads to no good. I lost connection with Jenny in that room. I think something got her, or she fell into some kind of trap. I'm not sure, but we saw bones, and there was some sort of crypt. And then to the left, it looked like there was a room with some sleeping bags. Someone's been staying here.
Wait,
But there weren't any defenses.
you're saying somebody could have possibly been sleeping down there in one of those caves?
It's hard to tell how recent, but yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll need to try and make our
All
way
I know
that
is
way.
be careful going right. Once you see those bones, that room is bad news.
My memory is still kind of vague on which is the best route, obviously. That's why Jenny is very helpful. You won't be able to summon her again for a while, will you?
I mean, I could summon her right now. It would just, it would take 10 minutes, or I would need to spend a spell slot.
Let's wait. Since we know a little bit about where we're walking into, I think we should wait maybe, and then depending on how things go when we walk into that area, we can try that again, because Jenny's been really helpful in helping make sure we're not walking straight into a trap.
Oh, there's also material components for that one. I think it's like 10 charcoal or incense or something like that. I think it's 10 gold with the incense. We'll say you have 5 of them, so you're down to
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think it's like 10 gold with the incense.
you're right.
That's
I
to
see that
prevent you
right
from
now.
spawning that one. So yeah, we'll just say you've got 4.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, no, I agree that we should hold on to her for a bit. I might need to use that energy elsewhere, and also the
Right.
fact that she just disappeared might have alerted something ahead to our presence.
No,
So
you're right.
I might wanna hurry.
Well, I'd rather you be able to fight than not, of course, Ildron, but thank you so much for doing that. Usara, Kale, Alaric, Iris, we're gonna go ahead and head out. So, look, Ambrian, we're gonna go forward and we're gonna investigate these tunnels. Like I said, you and your group are welcome to come with us, or you can stay back. Whatever you feel is best, but we're gonna try our best to help clear out whatever is going on here.
One of the guys in Brienne's group says, if we go right, it is through it's through the crypt. There's an entranceway up to the library. That's how we got down here. I think there's another entranceway into the Colosseum in the depths of it if you keep going right, but we'd have to pass right through the crypt. Going left, I don't know where that leads exactly. I know it leads under the rest of the city.
Well, we discussed going to the library, and there's a chance we could get some research and get a view of the temple before we approach it. But we already know there's something in there, as Jenny is gone. Either way, we're going to have to move forward cautiously. I say when we get up there, we'll take a look and make a decision on if we want to enter the crypt or not. Kale, Yosara, y'all good with that?
Yeah, it sounds like we're in between a Hydra and a hard place, so...
Good analogy, Kale. Very true.
I don't know what that word means.
It's okay. Can't hear you at all, Yosara.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a thought. So with Jenny having not been able to fly past a certain point, whatever took her out might not be something that will hurt me. Maybe let me go first.
I mean, I trust you to take care of yourself, Yosara, but I do worry, so as long as you can go forward and be able to get back to us easily, I think that would be fine. I just don't want anything to happen to you.
Just let me go first, 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
Make sure.
Well, let's do it then. Come on,
If
Alaric.
some sort of gas or something that is Jenny, I'll probably be able to tell you guys, and I'll
Okay.
probably be fine.
Well, you are immune to quite a bit, so I mean, I'm comfortable with that. I think, again, I don't want to lose any of y'all during this time. I definitely need you guys to help me get through this. And Sana kind of glances at her aunt real quickly and says, "This is not how it's supposed to be, obviously."
Kind of chuckle and just look at Sona like, this is why the Republic had my people as soldiers.
Yeah, I get that. Though I would never want to force you to do anything that the Republic used to try and make you do. Alright, let's go. We're going to stay just a bit behind Yosara as we go forward and advise Dimkin, Alaric, and Iris to stay close to me, but we're going to let Yosara go first.
Okay, if I ever lose it, Kale's token, just staying with the group.
Yeah, so Kale, stay right with me and Ildron most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, your lead, Yosara, I say as I look up the tunnel at her.
I'm gonna go up about 20 feet at a time, kind of testing the air, checking. I'll signal back about every 20 feet, okay, come on.
Okay.
And try to advance like that.
Okay, that works.
How much dark vision do you have? You're 60 feet, right?
60 right now.
Yeah, okay.
Kale, come with
No,
us.
hang on. You guys stay 20 feet back.
We're trying to keep Brianna
Sorry,
between you
that
and
was
us.
Bump into the back of you.
We'll
Well,
be
there's
all in a
definitely-
cluster.
I get to about this corner and I can see something. I don't know if I'm supposed to see that or not, Alex.
Fine.
I'm gonna kind of whisper back to the group of well, I think Jenny definitely found something.
Go ahead and roll perception.
It might be the shovel.
It might be the shovel.
It's dark and it's dim, but you can make out some sort of bones, it looks like. And creepily enough, it seems to be almost writhing and slowly moving.
Oh, it's not the shovel.
Definitely something up here, guys.
Well, remember everything we
telling you,
fought,
shovel.
especially the giant dragon hydra in the water, was covered in a bunch of bones. So I expect whatever Jenny saw in regards to bone that Ildren talked about is most likely alive. So please be careful. Sana kind of yells back up to her.
I'm gonna move another 20 feet up and see if I can roll another perception check.
For you to move just a little bit to like
think I know.
right there. Ooh.
Yeah, they're bones and they seem to be moving away from you. As if the bones themselves are moving away from your presence.
Okay.
Okay, I think there's a lot of stuff up here, but it seems like they're running away. I think we're okay. Just be really prepared, guys.
Upon hearing her say be prepared, Sana draws her sword and has her shield ready in a defensive position as she continues to advance. And
I'm gonna try and sneak up to this corner and look around.
Alaric does exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm gonna motion
sword was
to
already
Iris
up,
and
'cause I'm all
Kale and Dimkin to kind of just be ready, you know. Ildron already knows, he's like right next to me.
Yeah, as you walk stealthily across the floor, you know, this floor kind of agrees with you, and you feel that you're able to step without your feet making any noise at all.
Okay.
See the bones keep moving away from me.
They do seem to be moving kind of in some sort of a group.
Okay, guys. I think they're running away. I don't know but to do that, but I think they are.
Is there any indication as to what they're running away from, or is it just your presence they're running away
Scared of
from?
your voice.
I think it's me.
All right, we'll keep moving. If they're scared of you, that's the best thing ever.
I'm gonna peek around this corner here. I'm gonna peek around this corner. I'm trying to be quiet.
As you peek quietly around that corner, you see what Ildren described. Just some sort of a sleeping area.
Alright, give me a second, guys.
All right, we'll
Keep
hold right
walking
here.
towards the end.
I'm gonna motion
I'm gonna
everyone
try
to
to get up
just.
to this, like, open.
Open cavern of some kind. Somebody stayed there fairly recently, within the last couple of days.
Wanna, like, stay along the wall and try and get to this other door?
Okay. It's not a door, it's an opening. There's no doors on this one, which allows you to see in. You just see some refuse in there. Looks like whoever was mining this area out or cutting this area out a long time ago. Hard to tell time in this place. But there was some discarded tools. Nothing super interesting. You look at the ground, you see just some random tools and things that were used to probably build the place, or from people moving in and out over years, they just left things behind as they had to stay here.
I'm gonna walk just briefly into this room and see what I... Oh, I see another passage. Okay. I'll kind of call back quietly through the passage of, like, still good, hang on. And then try and sneak up to this corner.
Okay.
Ildron, Sana is gonna ask him, have you ever heard of bones moving away from a fae before? In that fashion, like the undead?
Usually they tend to move towards something that's meaty, not away.
I know. That's what's got me
Not my
weirded about the
experience.
ones in front of us that were moving away from her.
I mean, it could be intelligent. It could be trying to set a trap of some kind.
True. Kale, do you have any experience with these things? I mean, bones
No, but
moving.
I mean, my bones move all the time, but that's about it. Now, isn't everything here Fey though?
Well,
Like,
no.
this is the
I mean,
Fey Wild.
I am. I thought everyone here is Fey.
so.
Oh no, I'm not. Sorry.
Well, everyone except for you, obviously.
We're tieflings.
What do you mean? Obviously.
Oh gosh.
I didn't. Anyway, this is not the time.
You two. That's not what we're getting into. No.
And the shield says, "What do you mean, you people?"
Look, no. The point. Okay, we're tieflings. It's different. We're not always this way. Anyways, it's just Yosara is different present because he's from Titania's realm, and Titania is a very prominent figure. We know of her even in our realm. So I'm just very surprised that it's either setting a trap, which seems the most logical answer in what we've been fighting. But I was just trying to see if you could rack your brains to think of any other incident where we've seen bones do this. And I kind of emphasized by pointing down to the tunnel where the bones are still withering around all in together.
I mean, we saw bones up above. Do we want to like shoot it with something? See if it reacts?
Yeah, we could do that, but maybe we should wait for Yosara to get back, because, I mean, she did say she's going to continue searching, and she's being safe. She said she'd be safe. I just wanted to pick your brains, see what you guys might know. Iris, bitch, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think we should put something out there and see if the bones eat it. I volunteer Alaric.
Yeah, and Sana's gonna grab Alaric and pull her like right next to her. That's not gonna happen. Why don't we volunteer you or volunteer you to do it? Sana says.
How about
Alaric doesn't
no?
need here.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna take a step towards it and see if it moves back anymore. The drawing, will you watch my back?
You got it.
Okay. And Sana, knowing that she saw Yosara go to the left, takes herself right up to like the edge to where she can see the curve. And then she looks out to see if what the creature does, or what the bones are doing.
And yeah, they seem to be moving further back.
Guys, I found another passageway. You hear your Sarah kind of whisper shout down the hallway.
Sana's gonna turn and said, "Hey, I took a step up to the edge of this room. The bones are almost completely gone from our sight around the corner in the crypt. Where are you?" And Sana's kind of like leaning forward a little bit into the room, trying to see what entrance.
Where are you? Are you? Are you? Are you?
Yosara,
Are we carrying any
Sara,
light?
Sara. Head north? You're kind of muffled and it's a little echoey. Could you say that again?
Back up to like out of this hallway, and I'm gonna sort of shout down. I was like, left, then north.
Okay. And Sana says, "All right, we're going left." And then she skirts the wall and starts seeing the bed that Ildron talked about before, and just kind of advances in. And she's gonna look at the supplies. Does Sana recognize anything in the supplies, or are they just like basic supplies?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, some sort of female stayed there. Upon investigation, you do see what looks like a stone or something like that from some sort of jewelry. Give me a history check on that.
Okay.
And based off, as you kind of go through the sleeping bag, whoever was staying there left very abruptly. I can't remember whose it is.
Sana is gonna pick it up and pocket it. Just kind of like, this reminds me of something.
Yep,
Somewhat.
just give yourself 1 ruby worth 25 gold.
Okay.
Thanks, Ruby.
Just gonna go off screen. Jesus. Terrible. Oh, okay. Woo! Let's see. All right. And I'm gonna yell out for you, Sarah. Because she did say to go left, and I just wanted to clarify with her if that was correct.
No, she said go north after we went left.
Did she,
I can see Sana briefly, so I would say, all right, north, but not too far.
And then as I move around the room, I see her. I was like, oh, hey, there you are. There you are. I see you.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Oh,
There's a lot more passages, so I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay, well, do remember, one of the guys from the group did say that going through the catacombs might be the fastest way to get to the library, which is a start of what we talked about. But I mean, I'm down to explore as much of this as you want. Oh, and by the way, and Sana says as she strides forward into the room, I found a jewel on that sleeping bag, and definitely female was staying there. But for the life of me, I don't remember where I know that from. But I just wanted to let you know. So don't remember, have a clue of who it was, but it definitely strikes a chord with me.
No, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know who that could be, but let's keep looking, I guess. And I'm gonna keep walking.
Oh no! Give me a wisdom save.
Me?
Yes, ye.
Me? Okay.
Cursed gem.
Nice. You hear almost your name whispered throughout the catacombs, and it kind of strikes a ethereal pulling with you, almost trying to pull you in a different direction. You shake it off, but you do hear the Sana
Oh, that
just echoing through the catacombs.
I'm gonna immediately turn to Ildron and go, did you just hear that?
You're what?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You don't feel the...
You look spooked.
Yeah! You didn't hear that? I'm gonna
God,
just
no.
be looking around.
Quiet as a tomb down here.
Okay. It wasn't you. It wasn't you, Sarah. Wasn't my Aunt or Iris. Somebody just whispered my name, and it was like...
I look over at Alaric and go,
Sana's gonna get this look on her face, and it's just like, you... I felt a tug somewhere, but it's gone. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. And she's gonna advance into the next room and just keep saying, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. And she's got eyes on you, Sora, now again.
Hey,
I look to the rest of the group. I say, I don't think it's fine.
I think we need to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, maybe two.
Okay.
She's hearing things.
Yeah,
I
not the
hear
good
you.
stuff.
I can hear you both. Seriously.
But can you?
Oh, Kale.
Okay, this kind of looks like a dead end, but let me make sure. I'm gonna go through this passage.
And Sana's just gonna kind of motion for the others to stay in the cave with the sleeping bag as she kind of advances with Ildron. Kale can come up too if she and Kale just let the other group stay there.
As you come up to that cave, Yosara, you see some sort of substance all over the rock. It does not look natural.
I'm not. I didn't like walk into it, right?
Nope. You're close to it.
Hey guys, I don't think we need to come up here. I do want to try
The
and
only other way is the bones.
I do want to try and look at the substance. I'm not trying to touch it, but
Sure. Give me an investigation. You have the urge to taste it. No, I'm kidding. You're looking at it in the dark light. It's very, very hard to see. Almost not quite invisible, but it's camouflaged looking. As you get really close to it and kind of take a look, You just get that uneasy feeling about it, but you don't touch it and you don't interact with it, so you don't get any more information, but does not look natural.
Because Yosara's kind of dumb like this, I'm gonna pull out my packed weapon and try and poke one of them. Closest to me from a packed weapon, whatever the longest packed weapon I can get is, and just stand back and dun, dun.
So like a long fishing pole stick thing, and you're just gonna at it.
Okay, as you poke it, go ahead and give me a dexterity save. Just to see what happens.
Oh, dang it.
As you poke it, your packed weapon kind of sticks to it real briefly, and then suddenly it just vanishes, disappears. And you felt it almost pull off your packed weapon very, very quickly. And it's gone.
Holding my packed weapon back now, oh god.
Yep, and as you touch the end of your packed weapon, you feel just a really slight sticky residue. It kind of sticks to your fingers, but it's not it's not like super glue. There's not enough of it to get your fingers all stuck together. But it's just got that a little bit of sap feeling on it.
Just enough to put a really wicked curve on a baseball pitch.
Exactly.
Sick.
I'm gonna kind of back up, facing this room still until I get to the room that I'm pretty sure Sana's in. And just hey, Sana?
Hey, what? What? And Sana's been kind of looking around and rubbing her arm a little bit. What's up?
Ildren's just looking straight at Sana.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do all of them. Just hey, guys. And I'll hold out my hand with the sticky residue still, and just there's this stuff all over that room. I think this might be what Jenny flew into.
I thought
I
she
go
flew
up
into the
and-
bones.
I go to grab her hands, but I don't, and I go, how have you guys survived this long in the Feywild?
It's been a lot of luck. A lot of luck.
Hey, now that's you're not.
I'm not wrong, Sana.
offended.
No.
Shut up, Kale.
You
Sana
don't
said
get it,
that to Kale.
right?
Okay,
This is just a problem with logic right now.
Is this stuff alive?
What is that? Do
Shake
any
my
of us-
hand.
Do I
hope
recognize
not
that?
you.
Do I recognize that?
Back.
Organize what?
Whatever it was on the end of her hand.
She didn't have anything on the end of her hand. It was just a sticky, like if you've touched syrup for a second there and then wiped it off, but you didn't quite get all of it, and so it's just a little bit sticky.
Oh,
But
so
no, it's not a.
actual residue that I could see or anything really.
Yeah, there's not a lot there. It's, like I said, it's not like your hands are covered in super glue or anything. It's just that after stickiness.
Okay, there was a lot of this stuff in that room, and
What room? Is it the one
touched
that you were
one
going
of
to
them
up here?
with my pack weapon, and it disappeared. So I don't know if that means it slithered away, or if it died, or dematerial. I don't know. But there was a bunch of it in the room, and when I poked it, it went away.
Okay, here's my theory. What if the bones are stuck to it? The main thing. It's like a slug or something. And it's leaving its little slime trail. Wait a second. Kale's going to fish in his inventory and look for some salt to try to throw onto this goo.
Are we all gonna go walk into the goo room? I feel like we should go walk into the goo room.
Hey, hang on. That's not a terrible
That's
idea.
Dimkin. Yeah.
I don't know if this room connects to the other one though. So I can poke my head around and see. I don't see anything, but that doesn't mean there's not a door.
I mean, the whole point is we're taking our time, so we're not having to, make any. Oh gosh, It's everywhere.
Okay, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of this stuff up here. Maybe we just seal this one off?
Hey, Brienne,
The only other path is the bone path.
or any of
What
you
if we
guys-
just don't touch it?
Do you guys know where this room might lead and what the substance might be? I don't recall ever seeing this.
They don't go further than Ildren and Sana. They look in and they all kind of whisper, "No, we've never seen anything like it. But this path, it hasn't been used in a long time. It leads under the rest of the city."
Like the city? Sana says, looking back at them.
Well, yeah, I think so. We'd be under some of the houses in the city if we went this way.
Okay.
Well, that
Sorry,
might be
I think
useful.
we should probably leave this. If what they're saying is right, this is going to lead us right back to the city.
Oh, no, the inner keep that has the temple and the library and all of that. This would be where the guards would live just above us.
You mean the
somewhere around
barracks?
here.
You mean the barracks
yeah.
things and the training fields? Are you?
Yeah, the barracks.
It's only been 3 days. Is y'all's memory that bad? It's been longer for me. Come on now.
I never go up there.
Are you?
That's where the warriors
Wait a
go.
second.
None of us are really warriors.
And then that's when Sana turns around and really gets a good look at him because she knows her aunt's kind of a warrior, but she's like, "Oh, none of you guys actually know how to fight, do you?" Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
It's
Don't want to
Sano, like 3 weeks ago, neither did I, so, it's fine.
You're right, Kale. You're totally right. It's fine. I think we should go back to the bone thingy. I want to go stab at something because my brain's about to, my eye's gonna start twitching in a second because I keep hearing voices, Yosara, and yeah, can we go back and stab something now? Sana's just kind of slowly, like, losing her composure over all of this.
What if we
She needs something to focus on.
didn't stab something until we absolutely had to stab something?
And she's gonna whip around and her sword's gonna be in her hand and she's gonna point it right at Kale and be like, "Kale, there's a time for stabbing. There's time for not stabbing. And in this world, right now, Sana needs to stab something before she stabs something that she actually cares about a little bit."
Okay, Alaric, she needs to stab something, so
Upper
stick out your hand.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, that works too.
What did he say?
offer up, Dimkin. I tried to joke.
Oh, okay. Yes. Dimkin, come here. I need to stab you. Sana says as she
Hell
turns
no, and he
starts-
hides behind.
and
he
she
hides
starts
behind
walking
Iris.
over.
You always want to stab her. Why do you want to stab me?
Well, I mean, Iris,
Okay,
you ready for a
okay,
spar?
Yes, I understand this is a tense situation. We're not stabbing anything until we have to, and I look very pointedly at Sana. All right.
The shield says
Uh.
vindication.
So we want to ignore the weird goop room
Yes.
for now. You want to go look at some bones where the bat died.
I think that as the non-warriors have stated that is an entrance to the library in there, and in that we can get a good way up into the temple grounds, and from there formulate a better plan on where to go next. And we can always come back down. Not saying we can't.
Okay.
Is the
so-
barracks not a good path to get to the temple?
Well, it's no library.
Okay, real quick, look at this. And Sana's gonna draw on the ground. Alright. You have the temple on this far left side right here, okay? Okay. The barracks have always sat in the middle, and the library and the Coliseum have always sat on the far side, okay? So if we pop up in the middle of the whole temple grounds, basically, how do you think we're gonna have a good vantage point? Do you think, like, we can
Surrounded by
easily be...
guards.
Yes, there you go. There's a chance that there are people or creatures and we could easily be ambushed, just like we were ambushed back in the actual main village and housing area, Kale. And so...
Could that also happen at the library, though? Just on the
Well-
other side? Isn't that? Are we trying to get to the tree in the first place?
Yeah, we know
Isn't the tree in the
but we
temple?
don't know what the tree is, and so we kind of want to get a vantage point, I feel like, of it. And the library is a bit safer way to gain access to it, and then formulate a good plan of attack on how to get through the grounds. And plus,
All right.
it's one of the biggest libraries I've ever seen. So there's maybe some
My
information around
experienced guards
trees.
don't tend to go to the library too much.
Never been my style, but if that's where you all want to go, I'll go to the library. We'll chase after some bones.
Thanks, Kale.
Okay. Aunt Brienne, whatever your name was, do you think you could seal this behind us so this goo doesn't follow us?
I could, yeah.
What if we need that for an escape route, though, from the other direction?
Well, we
I
have to go
could
through
drop
quite a
it.
lot of goo.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, so far we just think it's sticky.
Luckily.
No, I think Yosara just got lucky.
She cast a quick spell sealing the room. I can only do that one more time today, so let's try to use them sparingly.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Do you know where they put Mom and Dad's bodies? Or did they turn? Do you know?
They were probably put into the crypt.
Okay. Thanks. I wasn't sure.
Are you emotionally prepared for that, Sana?
Probably not, Kale. But then again, I wasn't prepared for almost being executed and watching them die in the first place. So it's going to be a bit of a encounter, but I'm not going to freeze, and I'm going to make sure that you guys and I get out of here safely. So even if I have to kill the corpses of my parents once more.
Okay.
You want me to follow the bones, right?
Yes, the bones.
Okay, we're gonna keep the same protocol. Stay like 20 feet behind me.
Okay, we'll stay here while you go advance into the bone meat room. And Sana's just like not even really looking forward, but keeping pace with Ildron, just like all up in her own head.
I'm gonna start trying to be kind of quiet again and.
Okay, roll stealth.
I'm gonna put a hand on Sona's shoulder and point down to her sword and say, "That's the only thing you need to focus on right now."
And Sana's gonna look at her hand and be
That's
like,
always true.
"You're right." And she's gonna look up confidently and watch Yosara, just make sure she doesn't need any help should anything come out.
And Yosara, give me a perception roll. As I can't quite tell what you can see, but yeah, you're noticing the bones are moving more into a pile. And you're hearing kind of that twisting, fragmenting, ligaments connecting where they shouldn't be as the bones are writhing in the ground in some sort of, like I said, a pile.
It's a bone Voltron.
I'm gonna whisper back through this door of. I think the bones are turning into one thing. This is gonna be bad, guys. But come on, I guess.
Okay.
As you say all that, give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
I said go after the bones. I didn't want to go after the bones, but here we are going after the bones. That's what the shield is muttering.
And as you say this, the bones stop for a second. You feel them almost focus on you and start moving in one direction, as it is kind of a bone Voltron. And they start connecting, and you realize their arms are made of several different arms, all haphazardly put together, and it has several of them, and it starts to rise up. The heads start to form the body as they kind of align, and the worst part is they're not all desiccated and decayed as there's still flesh on many of them, and all the eyes and eye sockets focus exactly where you are. Isara, go ahead and roll initiative as you and it have your own special round together.
Ah, we stumbled into the bone zone.
Oh dear.
Yosara, you outruled it as it does start to rise up, forming some sort of a mass body, and it begins to move in your direction. You've got the initiative. What do you want to do?
I'm rolling just to see if Yosara is gonna. No, okay. I'm going to. I've been wanting to do this. I'm gonna pull out and throw the holy hand grenade of Antioch at it.
Right. Hit the DIS when you roll the saving throw. It should act just like a normal fireball.
I don't have like a fireball thing to roll.
Okay. Just give me 2 d20 rolls. That'll be its dexterity save.
Okay.
And we'll take the lower. 15. And let's see, your spell save DC would be 15?
I think my spell save DC. I have to check.
I think you're 16, actually. I think you got it. Yep, you're 16.
On here.
Yeah, you're 16.
Before she throws it, and I'm like, maybe if we stay quiet, maybe it'll just ignore us and we can go around it or something.
Fall at a 5.
That's a good idea.
Go ahead and give me 6d8 as... No, 8d6. As you chuck, throw...
I think you guys might be wishful thinking on this one.
I'm rolling 5 and then 3 because I can't pick up 8.
You can't pick... Alright, 20, roll me 3 more. 27 points of damage as the quietness of the tomb is broken with the sound of... And it just echoes through the tomb as Sana throws the holy hand grenade of Antioch. You don't hear screaming or screeches. It makes no noise except for the clattering of bones as they go scattering. Many of the faces and the eyes now have missing flesh, and you can see inside most of the bodies. The smell, it comes at you quick. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I'm going to move in around the corner so they can get past me. So I'll take my full movement to go up here, and I will shout behind me of, "Nope, there's a bone creature! Everyone, come here!"
Who could have guessed that?
Hey, Kale, come on! And Sana's
And then bonus action dodge.
All right, the bone creature advances on you, and it will go ahead and use all of its movement to dash up onto you. And
I think you can bonus action dodge. What is the bonus action thing?
it will not use its bonus action on this round. So with that, everyone else, roll initiative, see where you guys fall in.
Someone roll for Kale.
I got it.
I get +2.
Hale, you rolled a 21.
Righteous. Does that put me first?
First-ish, yeah. You and
Oh, okay.
Yosara. So, Yosara, you are still in the lead. What are you doing as this crypt creature comes running up to you?
I am going to take my movement to go around it, so I'm still behind it.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at it with my packed weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. Or is it 2 attacks?
I think it's 2, but I don't know. No, I'm only level 4.
Oh, right. Yeah. You've got 2 Eldritch Blasts, but you only got 1.
Actually, no. I can do that. Hang on. I can bonus action disengage. And then spend the rest of my movement to get, like, here. And then I will Eldritch Blast it.
That just about works. Okay, go ahead and roll a day out.
Either this side, I can do that.
It's alright. And believe it or not, you do not take an attack of opportunity as you have not actually left its range.
Well, I also disengaged
Ooh.
as a bonus action, so
Oh, right.
I wouldn't anyway.
I just spoiled that it has range. Go ahead and make your attack.
Ooh.
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll second damage. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and...
I meant to roll damage that time, but
No worries. Unfortunately, you will not get sneak on this one, as it definitely knows you're there. You threw the holy hand grenade at it.
Okay.
With that, Kale, you are up.
Alright, Kale's going to run as far forward as he can with his movement.
Okay.
And then cast Bless on...
You've got Yosara, Sana, Ildren
Yeah,
in easy
just-
range.
Yeah, gonna get all three of them. So that'll be a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws for the next...
Okay.
Well, until my...
is it 3 people?
Yep.
And that was with my Fey-touched feat, so it doesn't use a spell slot, and that is all I will do, because I don't have any good... Actually, as a bonus action, then, Kale's going to go into the... he'll go into his archer starry form,
Okay.
which will allow him to fire a bolt of radiance light at the creature.
Alright. And with that, the crypt creature is going to run up to Sana. Sana, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Sorry, can you help me out? In the chat on the stream.
Yeah. I will.
What? I didn't see that. What was the number?
12.
Why did I not see that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, with that, you do see many people you recognize, and your eyes go wide, and for a second there, you are stunned. You will lose your next turn as you see the crypt of your family staring back at you, and with a slight desiccated breath, you hear them reaching out and see them with their bony, desiccated hands.
You do get to add a D4 to that roll.
Yes you do.
I do?
Is it saving throws?
Yep, it's saving throws and attacks.
It happened automatically. I don't know why it didn't.
I don't either. Hold on.
So go ahead and just roll a d4.
Yeah.
Probably
that's
didn't
what I'm
get the
Is it 2?
the
14 saves 15 on this one.
oh, so close.
Very
So close.
Okay, and so Sana is just like wide-eyed, just like sword and shield in hand, but slightly like dropping, just completely just like stunned.
And it is going to make an attack against Kale, Sana, and Yosara. And it is going to hit, miss Yosara. But it hits the other two. Kale, you take a couple of damage. You hold your concentration, apparently. And Sana, did that hit you?
Yeah, it hit me.
Yeah, that hit.
It
12.
hit a 20.
Okay. And then Sana, it makes its attack against you, and you take 12 damage. And with that, you feel the life force of your body getting drained out slightly. Both of you give me a Constitution save.
Oh, wow.
That one!
That was supposed to be a nat 20. Damn.
I'm gonna use my Cosmic Omen on myself to
Okay.
give myself an extra D6 to my roll. I don't know
Okay.
if I already have.
Someone roll for Kale. Got it. Yosara. Kale rolls a 18. Kale is fine.
Okay.
But, Sana, you take 9 additional damage
Okay.
And suddenly you see as it almost pulls the blood and the juices out of your body, you see them starting to stick almost to the creature itself as it heals from your life force that it is pulling out.
I gave myself 9 wound, just FYI, because I didn't.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And I still can't go yet, right? I haven't been able to go.
Nope.
Okay.
With that, it'll be Ildren's turn.
What? I'm gonna run up beside Sana, seeing that she's kind of frozen.
Sorry. And as its
geez.
bonus action, since it succeeded, it spawns a creeper.
A creeper, great.
Creeper?
What's a creeper?
Kind of creeper. Where
We
is
don't
it?
need more.
Bone eater. There we go. Not a creeper.
The DM disagrees.
One of the things from the last encounter you were in.
Oh, it's
All right,
one of
Ildred,
the
you're up.
things. Okay, don't kill that. Golly.
Oh no, it's one of the
Children.
exploding things?
Yep. It's exactly what we fought in the village.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of had a plan to run up and do something with Sona, but seeing that she's kind of out of it right now, I'm gonna turn back on this thing. I'll cast Booming Blade on it.
Okay.
And then swipe to hit.
All right.
Booming Blade on my sword. Swipe to hit.
And I think I turned off your bless by accident, so... Okay, that hits anyway. Go ahead and roll damage.
Go, that's bad. Alright.
Blink. As you hit
second
one of the
attack.
skulls, it just cracks and falls off, and now there's a skull on the ground looking at you.
Oh, that's great.
Ugh. I kick it away and then I go for a second attack.
Don't kick my family!
14 is a miss,
It doesn't look like
unfortunately.
it
It
was
has
gonna
her...
bite me.
I don't think this is your family anymore, Sana.
I know, but it's technically the remains of my family.
You're gonna have to process a lot really fast.
I'm trying.
That's my turn.
Alright, with that, Brianna's team is going to run up to reinforce you guys, but now you kind of feel yourself being pincered in as they have no tact, no tactics, don't really know what they're doing, they just charge into battle.
Oh, great.
Dimkin is going to see it and just kind of go, "Ah!" Then cast haste on Sana.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he should have a third level left. Yeah, alright, and then Iris and Alark are just running up in the background, but it's so jam-crammed in there, there's not much they can do.
Huh.
Yosara, you're up.
I'm going to bonus action disengage. I'm going to back up. And I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm
Alright.
gonna yell at the thing. I'm like, leave my friends alone!
Hale, you're up.
Kale's going to first, with a bonus action, fire that radiant bolt at the creature.
Okay.
So that's should be at the top of my sheet, Yosara.
Yep, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's got it. She's on it. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Nice.
Woo.
Yeah, and as the radiant damage burns into it, naturally, it does more damage than it normally would.
Ha! And then Kale's going to blast a guiding bolt at it, seeing the success of that.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Nice. Very nice, very nice.
Go ahead and roll damage. Is this all radiant? Is this all radiant damage?
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Oh, look at the
No, we didn't
punch!
do the
Nice! Yes, Kale.
It was last 4. Okay, no, the first 4 were 6.
How much total
Only
damage
the
was that?
first
I can't see it.
27 is what it
That would be
says.
27 times 2, which is 54.
No, I did the shift hold, so
That should be
Yeah,
right.
but it's
so 86. Oh,
It's- it's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
54.
So as little Kale just runs up and goes, yeah, this little tiny bolt goes it explodes with the force of the holy hand grenade, hitting clearly some sort of vital spot. Many of the heads spray out this bright white radiant damage. Several of them fall off and begin to crumble, and you see its husks starting to peel back, and there in the center is the two corpses that look almost like Pez dispensers with the necks flipped wide open, eyes open wide and familiar, reaching out of two
course.
very familiar corpses that you do recognize.
Of course.
The thing is, it's hurting. It's beyond on its last legs. It's not doing too hot. That being said, as it is its turn, it is going.
Our turn?
What's that?
Wouldn't it be my turn?
You took a turn, didn't you?
Yeah, you did. It was
Yeah, I know
you.
you did
Cast
too. It
protection?
was you and then Kale.
Oh, never mind.
It is going to make attacks on Ildren. Sana.
Yep.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. Kale.
But you can't do it twice in a row.
That's gonna hit. Iris, I'm gonna say she's out of range. And then all of Brianna's team. It's
Miss.
gonna miss, but there's a lot of them, so I'm gonna give it 2 attacks, or 1 with advantage, I should say, which it's gonna hit. So, Ildren, you're gonna take a couple of damage. Give me a con save. Sana, give me a con save. Kale, give me a con save. And someone, give me a con save with disadvantage for Brianna's team.
I'll do another con save.
Alright.
Come on.
Kale, that is a fail, unfortunately. Ildren, that's a fail.
Sana failed. I rolled an 8.
Sana failed. And someone give me a roll with disadvantage for Brianna. Brianna.
Do you just want to do a d20? No, never mind.
And Brianna fails. Okay, so you all take an additional 5 damage, which go ahead and I'm going to add that into Kale, but everyone else add it into themselves.
How much HP do I have left?
Oops. I think I just screwed that up. You're at 12 remaining, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Ildren and everyone else, you take an additional 4 damage, which as you feel your life force getting pulled out, it seems to get pulled into this creature, and it starts to heal. With that, 2 of the people on Brianna's team straight up fall down DED dead for a second, and then you see them starting to rise up. As the Bone Eater moves in to attack you, Ildren, it's going to make a single attack against you. Oh, a nat 20's finally one of them hits. Ildren, you take 9 damage.
Oh boy.
And then give me another con save.
Another con save. Ah, it was almost a
And-
roll.
Failing that, you take an additional 46 necrotic damage. And, oh my god, you fall dead again.
Ildren.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
No.
As you hear as several other Bone Eaters start to almost spawn out of this thing, it moves back for a little bit of cover with 2 of those Bone Eaters basically rising up from Brianna's team.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the feeling the room is starting to get a little bit more packed with things. It moves back, allowing Sana, who actually you would still be stunned. It would be until it would be its turn. Its turn. Its turn.
Yeah.
It's usually it's either its turn or your turn, and it would be at the end of its turn. So Sana, you would be able to take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, by that
Is
time.
the end of its turn?
This attack should have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 30. That's gonna hit. As you slash into it, it is definitely damaged and it's having trouble keeping itself together, but all of your extra life that you guys have so generously given it has
Kept it alive. Yeah.
We tried to be good people.
Okay.
With that, the Bone Eaters won't get a turn this turn, but they will next turn. Ildren, give me a death save.
Oh boy.
I forgot Ildren was in front of me.
Oh my god. This is not looking good.
Where am I in all of this? I thought I was right after Ildren. Or did Brienne's team? They must have been ahead of me. Okay.
For some reason, you're showing 11 initiative, so I don't know if something got switched around.
Okay, well, I had a 14.
You had a 14? Alright. Maybe something changed that, so go ahead and take your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna do my bonus action first. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna activate my spiritual weapon.
Is it cast as an action, or is it used as in...
One bonus action.
Seeing is an action and using is a bonus action. Like,
I think that's correct.
That's a bonus action to cast.
Casting time, one bonus action. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Okay, sounds good. So you now have a spiritual weapon, which I don't have a token for that.
Flaming sword, by the way. That's what it's gonna be.
Alright.
What color are the flames?
Red, as the fire that's burning in my belly is increased because this is the crypt of my family and I want this thing gone, even if, especially because it's, controlling the bodies of my friends and family. Okay, so I can cast it. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it has 60 feet range, so I'm going to cast it right up next to that creature and attack the creature.
Gotcha. Alright, go ahead and make a spell attack against it.
Did I do that right?
Yes, you did. That's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and just roll damage. It should be automatic.
Sana was mad.
Nice.
As it does 12 damage slashing into the thing. It is force damage, not radiant. That's an important distinction.
It is force damage, yes, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, the creature is definitely taking some pretty good damage now.
For my actual action, I am going to immediately turn and lay hands on Ildren.
Okay.
And
Ildren, you will pop up at 5 HP.
heal him slightly.
Thank you.
And then, because I only have one action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to use my movement speed to clear the tunnel. And, oh gosh, hold on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over here. Yeah, I'm going to go over there. Sorry. I was trying to make sure I got it right where it wasn't too far. Basically, kind of going around to the side of it to get in front of it for my next opportunity to attack it.
All right, and with that, Brienne's team is going to attack the Bone Eater right behind it. And they're going to do some damage. And as they attack... what happened here? There we go. As they attack it, attempting to bring the creature down. They don't. It's still alive. And then Brienne herself is going to make an attack against it. Well, it's got to save against it, and it fails. which means she is going to do, what's Sacred Flame? 2 damage to undead? 2d6? Can't remember.
I think they're D8s.
D8s?
Or are they D6s? I don't know. Never played
It's
a...
D8. I can't remember, it's been a while. Which, 8 damage is enough to take it down, and she hits the creature with a Sacred Flame. You see its skin starting to decay, and the Bone Eater falls to the ground in a pile of bones. Nothing creepy crawls out of this one, though. Strangely.
Oh, thank God.
And with that, they are going to run for cover as one of their own has come back to life. And one of their other that has come back to life is going to try to bite them. And miss.
So didn't they have 2 that fell and they just killed one of the ones that fell?
Yeah, and then they took a strike at one of the other ones that fell.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure.
Dimkin, seeing one of the Bone Eaters, or one of the members of the party come back to life and try to attack, is going to attempt to kill it, and he is going to cast Identify on them. No. He is actually going to move up a little bit and do a non-characteristic Dimkin move, and actually use Ice Knife to try to go for the one in the middle. Which
You're gonna say crotch bite.
succeeds, actually. Let's see, does that work? No. I have to drop it on the thing. And it hits, then explodes with... Everything takes the 2d6 damage, right? Or do they get a save against it? I can't remember.
It's a
Stay in a
save.
radius.
They all get to save, and then they all take 2d6 damage. As the knife explodes, it does a little bit of damage to everything, not too much, and it's not enough to take anything down, but he does a group full of damage, and that's all he's going to do. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, I hate running Dimkin's character. Alright, Iris. Oh yeah, Iris is just gonna kill the Bone Eater right in front of her, because, you know, she likes to kill stuff, and it's Iris. What else is she gonna do? She is going to slash into this Bone Eater, getting 19 and a miss. First one. Does really crappy damage, but she's gonna finish it with a punchy punch, or attempt to. And miss as she punches it in the stomach, and the stomach kind of wraps around her hand and tries to bite her hand. She yanks it out with a...
Iris, you're getting soft.
And as the shield says, Iris, you're getting soft, Alaric runs in and goes, but I'm not soft! Rah! And Alaric hits it!
Alaric is so hard.
And then he hits it again, because he has 2 attacks now! And his second one hit it enough as it falls down, and he just looks up at Iris and goes, now that's how you do it! Woo! Yeah! Alright! Not really realizing there's a giant bone horror in the other room, he's really excited that he just killed this one thing.
That's my apprentice.
Sorry, you're
my
up.
apprentice.
Way to go, kid. I spit out some blood as I'm on the floor.
Achoo. Come on, Yosara, what you doing?
Hey, I saw Ildren go down, and
He's back up.
I'm going to at least attempt to draw fire, so I'm going to step. I'll take like 10 foot to go there. I'm going to shoot at it.
God, you rolled a 9 and you still got a 19 out of it?
Intense.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna do some damage as you literally just blast one of the heads off of its back. The crippling sneak damage does a little bit more. Yeah, 22 is gonna hit. And as you blast into it, you see the innards of it are starting to fall apart. Its body is not really able to form itself very well anymore, and there's juice and bile and decayed flesh leaking out. It's you're gonna have to change your shoes.
Marvelous.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run up. I'm like yelling at it, trying to distract it from where I know Ildren is very weak on the floor. And I'm going up to stand like here.
Alright. Kale, you are up.
Bonus action, Kale's going to cast Healing Word as a second level on himself.
Okay.
Sorry, Eldrin, I'll get you next time, but if I go down, then I can't get either of us.
I'm doing fine.
Blood oozing out of your mouth on the floor.
Yeah, and Ildren, as you spit out some of that blood, it lands on the floor and then starts to worm its way towards the undead creature.
I scoop it up in my hand and try to slot.
Put it back in. Gain
Ildren
1
has a good
health,
straw.
but then take 1 necrotic damage.
Oh god, it's so gross. It's wiggling in me.
And then, just to clarify, since I don't have my copy of the map up here, the big bone mama is still alive, or undead, whatever, and then there's 3 bonies in front of me.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, Kale's going to... How much healing did I get back with that?
Joe, roll that.
Yeah, it'd be a second level,
1 second.
so
There's
2d4.
Yeah, if you just right-click, it'll give you the second dice.
I also coded a second level healing word in there.
Aw, you're so smart. I love how you can do that stuff.
I know, I'm learning. Was that 9?
Yeah.
Okay, and then with my action, then Kale's going to fire produce flame, just glowing white hot in his hand, right at the bone mama.
The big one, a bit further
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, the biggie.
The big one. Yes.
It's gonna heat. You start burning it from the inside, and it's falling apart. It is down to less than 1 hand of HP.
Sana really wants to smite the shit out of this thing, FYI.
You may
You
get
like
your
a
chance.
Uncle in the pile or something?
Oh, there's a few people in the pile that Sana wouldn't mind just...
Kale, anything else?
Nope, Kale's good.
Alright. On the creature's turn. Well, it is up against you guys, and it really doesn't want to take that attack of opportunity. It is going to...
Come on,
but
baby.
there's a whole group of people it wants to eat.
Doesn't even know what attack of opportunities are.
Yeah, probably not. Well, it is... I just kind of gave it an intelligence roll. It's not smart enough to really think about those things. It is motivated by food, and it's going to the weakest person and the biggest group. Ildren, it is going to attempt to eat you.
Can I take an attack of
opportunity
opportunity on that,
attack, sir.
please?
Go ahead, Sentinel.
Yes.
Kill it, please. Sana, go ahead and roll damage.
Can I activate
As
smite
it
while
runs
doing
up
that?
to... As it runs up, its chest begins to open, and the bones and ribs begin to form large teeth. It is now going in for the prone Ildren, which was its plan all along, and... Go
Can I
ahead, Sana.
smite
It's
it?
like
Can I
scooting
smite
away
it,
from it.
please? Please,
I
can
think
smite
you
it?
can smite on a reaction.
Okay.
Kill it! Kill it!
Sure. Just give me a second. I hope that works. That didn't work. Oh wait, yeah, it did.
And as this creature surrounds you, Ildren, you just close your eyes and wait for it, and you just feel the bright light, and you just know this is the tunnel, followed up by a popping sound and bones coming all over you in a very gross, grotesque way. You realize that was radiant light from Sana as she obliterates and kills the creature. It's unable to keep its form, and the bones fall apart. The bone eaters around it also begin to fall apart, unable to keep themselves together as they were somehow tied to this, and the bones return to their resting place on the floor. The bodies as well, and Sana, you're now able to actually see that your parental bodies, while burned by much radiant damage, Kale's fire, several other things that people have thrown at it, are still slightly recognizable. But now you stand in the room, the crypt of your ancestors, surrounded by the new, freshly dead bodies of your ancestors.
Freshly dead indeed. So we just killed them.
I come rolling out of the pile. I was like, I thought I had that. I thought I had that. I did not have that.
Ildren, maybe don't charge in next time.
We need to talk about your strategy here.
Sana is gonna immediately advance on
Usually much better
Ildren.
at this.
And,
I'm gonna start calling you
sorry.
Chumbawamba.
Ignore that one. I'm actually gonna lay it on him. Hold on. Let me lay it on him so he'll actually get the heals.
Oh, please.
I think that was... no, that's... I gotta get it right. I healed you. Well, technically you took 10 the first time, but then I actually gave you 8 when I actually landed it on your face. And then I'm gonna lay hands on you for an extra 5, because you seem to be so in desperate need of healing. And I'm gonna
Thank you.
turn and just kind of look around and see the body of my parents and just kneel down and sheathe my sword and gently start trying to like kick their bodies into an arrangement form and like bring them off to the side and like start clearing the space. So Zana's like starting to pick up bones and move them and place them in different spots. Just she's kind of got a glazed look on her face as she's doing this, but she's just trying to clear the space and not let you guys really step over anything. And her blade, her special spiritual weapon has vanished. It only lasts a minute, so once the fight's over, it's gone. So she just, if you want, grabbing and starting to like move things to the side out of everybody's way, making sure that they're not going to step on any of the bones of her ancestors.
Yeah, Kale's definitely gonna use a cast of Aura of Vitality because he's hurting. He knows Ildren's hurting. Not sure how everybody else is faring, but he would give 3 of those to Ildren, 3 to himself.
Ona needs them more than anyone.
Oh, and Eldrin, I forgot. Give me a D6 roll.
How's Yosara and Sana? How are you looking?
I've
Just
got
guys,
about,
fine.
I've got 18 wounds right now.
You got hit, kind of concussed, and the side back... Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, I'm here. I just had
He can hear you real quick.
Okay. You got hit and a little bit concussed, and your vision's a little bit wonky. You also feel this brain fog coming in. Remember, you're taking a temporary -2 to your intelligence until you long rest. And
No.
What's your new scar on, I'm guessing, the side of your head look like?
Oh, it looks like the teeth marks of a skull that just like got lodged in the side, like
Indented of a bite.
you know, like the mandible just like got shoved into the side of my head and left a little, half moon scar right there of teeth marks.
I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
collecting some scars.
Okay.
I gotta keep like
So
a
I can
journal
roll
of my
these for you,
scars.
Kale?
Yeah, go ahead and add them all into the appearance part on the notes and just list all your scars. You should have somewhere around 5 of them now. And remember, when you take a long rest, you get all of your negative modifiers back. They're temporary until a long rest.
Righteous. Yeah, sorry, if you can roll that, that'd be great.
Who am I giving them to?
So give 3 to me, 3 to Ildren, 2 to Sana, 1 to yourself, and then we'll see who... after that, I'll have 1 left. That's how we get it done.
I think now is a good time for, as we're healing up, a 10-minute break or so. Also, it's almost 8 o'clock. I got to put my little pup to bed.
Okay. I'll take a quick little break. That's fine.
All right, back in a few.
Woo.
It'd be good.
These are better rolls than I do. Well, that's a pretty typical one for me.
Why isn't it working?
Oop. Shouldn't have said anything.
There's one left. I'm fine. Looks like you and Sona might need some help.
Well, no, here's the problem. It's not doing it on my current character. I think it's doing it on the old character because the token is keyed to my
It's
old
doing it
card.
to Sona Vesta, not Sona 2.
It's not Sona Vesta 2,
Okay.
yeah.
So you got 10 healed.
Okay. I'll just
Ugh.
make me
And
down
off
to
your
8. That's fine. I can do it manually.
There's
What?
Sona
What's
8 wound, and then Kale, you are. I don't know if I fully understand how that works. You have 22 wound.
I shouldn't because that means I only got 10 points of healing.
You got
Yeah,
15 points though.
I don't think something worked right with the proper wound or like damage there. So you got 8, 9, and what? No, hang on. You got 6, 6, and 10. So you got 16 healed.
Or 22 healed. 6, 6, and 10.
Yes, sorry.
So that means I should be at 10 wound. Because I should have been at 21 health before, plus another 22, so I should be 43 out of 53.
Okay, so you have 10 wound.
Okay, how's Eldrin doing?
Sona has 8. Eldrin's in the green
Fine.
now. So I think out of everyone, you're the most hurt.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me one more then.
God, I didn't want to use my blade song because I was like, you started off with a hand grenade, so I was like, maybe we won't
Okay.
need it.
Right.
But I definitely need that AC.
Sorry, the character sheet was blocking, so I have to move it.
Did that one add properly?
No, because I didn't roll it on you.
Oh,
What? I
okay.
just rolled that one on you. Why did that one not pop up?
That's weird.
Really weird. I don't understand why it's saying that.
Okay,
This
well,
might
heal
be
8
some-
to heal.
Hmm.
Yes, you're at 2. That one added properly.
Yeah. It's
Sorry. Running to character sheets is tricky.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully,
No,
I
you're good.
should have something by the next time.
You're okay. Sorry, stream, that dice rolling is not the most exciting thing right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
I'll be
we'll
right
get
back.
back to the more exciting storyline stuff shortly.
Math and rock is definitely what you're here for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a quick. Well, I'll wait till you come back, and then I'll grab a quick one.
I'll be here.
Oh, okay. You're not going anywhere.
No, I was just saying that everything was here.
Okay, cool.
Now you're stuck with me, stream.
I just grant to grab a quick little candy piece. Whew.
So I went to the Asian market today,
Yeah.
and I love the shrimp chips.
Ooh.
I found a giant bag.
Ooh. That is a big bag of shrimp chips. OMG, yummy.
And it has a zipper closure, so it's not gonna go stale before I finish them.
That's an invention right there. I wish all bags of chips had that. Make my life easier.
Right? That's my big problem with all the like ridiculous chips that I buy from the Asian market.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of chips in them, but then I'll eat, part of the bag and it'll go stale by the next day.
Agreed. It's very frustrating. And there's not really a good way to seal them unless you have one of those sealing machines.
Well, yeah, because most of the bags are like,
Mm-hmm.
they're not really big enough to like roll down the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bougie enough person to own chipsets.
Right.
You will need to. I have not been tracking your spell slots, so I.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping track of those.
Awesome.
Let me message this to Alex so we don't forget.
I haven't watched it yet, but Alex said he recorded TikTok intro things.
Okay.
So come on, everyone else, get on it.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I've been at the beach the last couple of days, so when I go to the gym tomorrow, I'm gonna do like some intro clips for you and send them over.
And also just your like that one that you sent me of the last one in our promo Discord server, introducing the channel.
Oh, I need to. Yeah, I need to do that. Okay, let me. Okay, I'll go ahead and go out. We're just gonna sit here listening to creepy music, guys. The best time of our lives. We're so excited.
Indeed.
Waiting for our DM to get back.
living our best lives.
Oh yeah, exactly. Living our best lives.
Oh no, you didn't have a sister named Buena, did you?
Huh?
You didn't have a sister named Buena?
What nonsense are you speaking of now?
A sister
I
named.
saw a tombstone.
You saw a tombstone. I didn't have a sister at all.
Yeah, Buena Vista?
Ah. Boo.
Boo!
I was.
Boo!
I forget that Sana has a last name because we don't ever use them.
Yeah, I specifically have a last name.
Yeah,
Funnily
it was
enough.
mentioned earlier, and that was my first thought, so I had to sit on that one for a good hour or so.
Of course you did.
Uh-huh. But here, I'll make it better. See?
Oh, puppy!
No, say hi.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, sorry you're not my familiar. But you can't fly.
Yeah.
She's not a
You
bat.
haven't wanted that.
Have some separation from reality.
Right.
Poor
Although
Jenny.
I did want to make an artificer that had a little robot dog with one Cylon eye. And I named it Leela, and I spelt out the letters in an anagram that I've definitely forgotten. But the last two, L.A., were Licking Automaton. Which I thought made sense.
Going to Solace's sanctuary or whatever it's called after
Yep.
this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like if all goes well, of course, because we
Deal plan, yes.
don't have a key directly there, so.
Yeah, we're gonna try and go there and jump.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna chance it right next.
Yeah. Be great.
Okay.
Nothing nice will happen here.
Keep saying that.
Is there one or two paths off this chamber? I can't tell.
Oh,
Two.
there are
Two more?
Yes.
Sweet.
There's one north and there's one north right.
Yeah.
North right.
Yeah. Just kind of. If you were to go straight from where you are, there's a path north.
Yeah.
And then there's one a little bit to the left.
Yeah, I can see them now on your.
Yeah,
on
I
the
moved it a
stream.
bit. Sorry, I had to move it.
It's all good.
Any questions? Well, the DM's not here.
Questions
Yeah.
about what?
Everything, anything.
What's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. Is that Sana's favorite color too?
No, she actually dislikes that color. She prefers the black that is what her eyes are. Because she's red,
Black.
but her horns and her eyes are very like a dark brown black color. So, I mean, her horns also might be red. It's hard to tell from her. They're on the top of her head. So.
I imagine she doesn't see them often.
Nah, she really doesn't. But she's able to braid her hair around them perfectly fine somehow. I still don't understand that. I'm not very good at that. I can't do it.
That's right. You also don't have magic
Yes, it's true.
that we know of. That I know
I don't have anything special. I'm just a normal, everyday human being. This is true.
I saw a tutorial video of building tiefling horns.
I'm actually thinking about making some. I could buy some off of Etsy, but there's a lot of instructional videos how to do it with some wiring and some soft clay that dries, and then spraying it appropriately.
You can use wiring and like paper mache too.
Yeah, and then you can just get like a nice headband that you like, or tie a cloth and then tie it around your head in some fashion. I'd probably get a headband and then just kind of like slide it on top of my head in between my hair. Get like a brown one that blends in with my hair. That's what
You could even make them. You could make them to attach to your headphones.
Yeah, I've thought about that too. I don't know, with the way my head is shaped, I don't know how well that would look. You know what I mean? But I might. You never know. One day you might appear in the D&D chat and I'll have horns. What you gonna do then?
I'm gonna find some nice purple fabric to drape for my ears.
Yeah. Drape it over your face. Look beautiful. Kale needs just to have a little mini shield that he can like hold up. The shield says this.
It's like Family Feud style. Survey says, and just.
Hey, sorry that took. My minion has 2 really like big gaping wounds. She hurt herself real bad at the playground, and they're just.
Oh no!
Yeah, she's too young,
How
so
she feels.
put some Neosporin on, put a Band-Aid on. One's right above her ankle, and she just held her ankle like up to her face and was kissing her ankle on top of the Band-Aid and just like rubbing it with like one finger, and she was just like, ouch.
Ouch!
Aw.
That hurt.
Yeah, it's
So
OUSH,
sweet.
ouch. And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, this is so sad. This would make an amazing TikTok.
Yeah, what, you should have filmed her.
I did not record it though.
No, negative. Okay. Oh, poor baby. I'll be praying for her wounds to heal. She can
Yeah,
get better.
I'm sure she's fine. She's just really miserable right now.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh.
All right. What are we doing?
All right. So, sorry about that. Welcome back. Are we live again?
We've been live. We've just stayed live.
All right.
It's a live
Anyway,
stream.
So, Sana, what are you doing?
I am currently, having moved the bodies, and if you want, you could do this for me. I've moved the bodies to the side to clear a path, so I didn't put them back exactly where they were because the room's kind of trash, but I've made a path and made sure that nobody's going to step on the bones. We've already kind of destroyed them, and I'm standing next to specifically my parents' bodies that I moved, and just kind of a little glazed-eyed, but just kind of half-lidded, eyes closed, just staring at them and not really saying anything, but thinking to myself of how I feel like I've let them down, and I was one of the reasons this all happened. Not the whole world, but them dying, basically. And this is the first time I've gotten to see them since I saw them die in front of me. So it's a very emotional time.
I'm gonna walk over, put my hand on Sana's shoulder, ask if she would like us to say a blessing over her parents before we move on.
Yes, I would actually like that a lot. If you could bless them, and we pray that they escape into the warm embrace of Sune, and that she guards over their souls and protects them, so that even though their bodies have been used for this misfortune and this evil, their souls are safe and sound with her. That's what I wish. That's my fondest wish, that no matter what, they're with our goddess, and that she is keeping them safe. And it just makes me want to murder him even more, really, to get revenge for what he did to them.
I'll sort of look at, see who else is in the room. I guess Ildren, Kale, and Brienne. And I'll switch to Sylvan and just start saying a small prayer over the bodies. Asking Sune, asking Titania to watch over them and bring them home, sort of thing. And the whole time I'm doing this, the goal is to check in on. My goal is to watch and kind of try and gauge Sona's level of distraught, this.
Was that Ildron? I thought you said something as well.
I was just saying a prayer to my sword.
Zana, after hearing Isara's prayer, is just gonna kind of close her eyes for a second. And then take a real deep breath, and she's just gonna pop her eyes open in the stand and say, okay, we need to end this. We need to get forward. We need to get out of these caves. And there's kind of just this continuous burning fire that's been slowly getting, like, internally, like, brighter inside of her to, you know, conquer this evil and conquer what's happened here and lay to rest all that she's had to deal with in this part of her life and move forward. Her vow is starting almost to physically, like, throb at her heart because she wants to continue moving forward with this. Or her oath, maybe I should say.
Kind of registering the seething revenge that's obviously glowing from her. He goes up and says, "We're gonna make this the last time you have to watch them die," and kind of motions towards your family.
Thank you, Ildron. I'll hold you to that promise. Because that is what I am going to make sure happens as well. That we do not have to do this, that the family can stay at peace and rest. And this is not our last memory. We won't let it be.
Make sure the last memory that you have of this involves bringing that home, and I point towards your sword.
Agreed. 100%.
Now, you wanted to go to the library. Which passage is it?
I don't know specifically. I believe it's this first one here, though, if I recall what he said. We go up this path, we'll be right in the heart of the library, and from there, we can easily make our way to the Colosseum should we need to, but we also have a clear path to the barracks and then directly to the temple, and we can either go around the barracks to the temple or march straight through, depending on how ready we are to fight. But definitely think we need to probably take this path right here, and Sana just kind of walks over to the one that angles up and over.
And as you guys go up that path, Brianna says, actually, the path to the library is just this room right here, and just kind of points inside. If we go up there, we'll end up in the heart of the library. If we go up that path, we'll end up in the Colosseum. Both are fine to me, but I just want you to know.
Thanks, Brianne. I wasn't sure. Well, we can take either or if we want to vote on which one we want to go. I think both of them will lead to success, as they're both close to each other.
You've been talking about this library. I know Ildren wants to go look at books. Let's
Alright,
go to the library.
Let's go. Dimkin, Alara, Iris, come on, we're gonna head over into the library. Kale, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. They all follow you instinctively, and you guys see the stairs. They're slightly collapsed because they don't have a stairs icon, but those stairs will go up for a while into the library that you remember so fondly as a child. Are you guys taking the stairs up?
I'm taking the stairs up. And
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
everybody's probably following right behind, I guess.
Yep.
We've gone up scarier
Oh, yeah.
staircases.
We've had some bad experiences with staircases.
So, if you guys recenter yourselves, you will see yourselves as you guys come out of the small staircase behind some of the bookshelves. You find yourself in the library, and the place is absolutely destroyed in complete ruins. Books just fill the center of it. Most of the shelves have been completely destroyed, and there's a sort of vines heading all over and in every direction. And up in the corner of the room, you see a strange, almost desiccated face kind of clinging to the wall with vines coming out of it. And Sana, you know this to be the face of Lucretia, the eldest daughter of the King of Thorns.
Hold on 1 second. No. Where'd it go? Luca's Thea. Thea. I called her
Oh.
Thea. I just sort of
Thea, yes.
Thea is what
Luca Thea.
Luca Thea.
I might have copied that wrong.
It's okay. I'm just gonna nickname her Thea. That's what I was calling her earlier.
Okay.
I'm gonna immediately take a step in that direction and go, Thea? Oh my god.
And there are many vines coming out of her body, wrapping all around the architecture, coming through the building. Many of the vines have run through the floor and damaged most of the books. It seems like the vines themselves were what did most of the damage, and as they're coming out of her body, you see that she's also kind of becoming part of the architecture of the building itself. Her eyes open and looking down at you. A hand raises up with, again, these vines and pieces of wood coming out of her skin itself, that her body is almost turning into part of a tree. As she reaches out to you, you just hear the desiccated voice just, "You caused this! Sana, why did you come back?"
And, Sana is gonna kind of say to the others, as she just is, like, kind of locked on Thea's visage, she's like, Thea is the eldest daughter of Duke Thorn. She helped train me in the art of fighting after the fall. She's kind of like an older sister to me. Thea, I didn't do this. I've literally just arrived. This happened right after I left. There's no way I could have done this. Why are you this way? What is this tree that has taken over this land?
I don't know, but it came with you and Conan leaving. It entered the temple. It's where it all started.
Wait, hold on. Conan? That's impossible. He wasn't with me. How did...
He was. You two, when you left, you tore a hole in the Fey realm and let something in.
Conan? But Conan got me out? How did he... Oh, he used... But that's... He would have had to... This doesn't make any sense. He's... Ugh! And Sana just, is like hands on her head, just getting so frustrated. As pieces are starting to fall together, she's understanding now that Conan, who is basically her ex-lover in her mind for the longest time, he's an Eldrin Fae, and one of his abilities is literally teleporting in and out of Fae realms. That's Eldrin Fae. They can do that, and she knows that. But she didn't think he'd saved her. She thought he was the reason why her parents died, and he was with them. And so Sana is just kind of like trying to relay this to you guys, that this is really shocking to her, that he's the one that got her out, because she thought as much as she loved him, he didn't love her the same.
But it comes at a cost. You can't just move through the Fey realm. You have to get something from something. Whatever deal he made with whatever deity, whatever Fey creature caused this.
So, okay, because I don't remember getting out, Thea. I just remember waking up in the mortal plane. He wasn't there. What did he do then? What did he would have...
He cut a deal.
So, we've heard about deals with sea creatures and traveling through flames. We know this pretty well.
He wouldn't have done that. That would be stupid. He wouldn't have done. No, there's.
Maybe he cut a deal to get you both out of that situation.
Yeah, but no. If he cut a deal, there's very few creatures that would respond to the. There's no way, Thea.
I can think of one.
Sona, Keelan did it to save me.
Yeah, but it wasn't with. He wouldn't have cut a deal with Silas. Eldron, Faye, Conan is way too proud. He would have cut it with something way more powerful than Silas. You think Silas was bad?
Silas is worse. I think Silas is worse than we thought.
No,
I think Silas.
it wasn't
is
Silas. I'm pretty
more
sure it was
well.
Tempest. I'm pretty sure it was the god Tempest who decided to cut.
Tempest. Tempest is evil, but he wouldn't destroy this place like this. He would revel in its destruction, killing everyone and everything if he chose.
Well,
This
hasn't
is
he really
something-
done that?
Yeah, Tempest doesn't cast undead. It's a creature of fire and hate. What would do this to us?
What would have cause to do this in the first place? Let alone make a deal with him to get me out of there.
Cute.
Thea, is there any way we can help you get down to... God, it's wrapped around you so bad.
I'm afraid my fate is sealed to this place. I don't want to become one of them or worse. Find the heart of the corruption, destroy it.
Thea, I never meant for
Or
it to
leave.
happen. I'm not leaving. Well, I'm not leaving. I'm not sure if the others will.
Iris is like, I'm out of here. That's fine. Just give me the word. Give me a key.
You sorry, you really think Silas could have had a hand in doing this to this realm?
So, I think he's involved with whoever did this if it wasn't just him. I think we've seen his desire to take over the realms. We know that. But I think we need to find a way. We need to get out right now. We need to find the source of this. The tree that your aunt talked about.
Yeah,
Need to
no,
find
you're
out.
right. We need to find the heart. That's what Thea is saying. We need to find the heart of all this, and we need to destroy it. It's the only way
Oh,
we
you
can end the suffering that's happening here.
We killed the big thing downstairs, and all the little things went with it. So, stands to reason if we kill this tree, then, well, I don't know what's going to happen to you. And he points to Thea. It's probably not going to be good. You okay with
Anything
that?
is better than this. I
Yeah.
don't want to become part of the architecture.
Is there anything we can do for you before we go after this heart? Anything?
Do you have anything to drink?
Yes. 100%. Kale! Do you have anything? I think. Hold on. Let me look.
I don't. If you find water, I can shape it into like a nice little triangle or circle or any shape, really. But
I just have
don't
rations,
have
so
any.
I'm gonna provide her whatever rations I have. I'm gonna walk over and let her have some of my
I
rations.
have a beer.
You have a beer? We do have that beer. That beer from whatchamacallit. What was that place where we got that beer from? In Cinderland. Did that come with us? Do you remember that?
Yeah, you guys have a couple of them.
What did
Beer
it do?
bra? Beer bra.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you and a male counterpart drink it, after finishing the beer, you have, I think I said 1 minute to describe how the last 10 minutes have been, and they will believe every word. You can't turn a king into a pauper or something like that, but it is good for low and mid-range shenanigans.
I gotcha. Well,
Anything that she might want to drink.
would you like a beer or would water do, Thea? Which would you prefer?
More alcohol, the better. This
Okay.
genuinely sucks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hand her or help her drink my beer and not let anybody else have it, but I'll let her have my beer.
Okay.
So that I don't have it in my inventory to relieve some of her suffering.
You give her a beer.
And then I'm gonna say, guys, spread out and see if you can find the exit out into the courtyard of the temple grounds, and just look around and see if you see anything that might be of value amongst the books. It's a bit messy, but there's definitely some valuable text around.
I didn't set walls here, did I? Whoops. Yeah, we'll just call that the front part the exit to the building.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I didn't set walls on this. Ah, man, I can't believe I forgot that. Fine.
We're trapped.
No worries. We can't get out. No. Okay.
I always knew books would kill me.
I'm gonna help Thea drink and say, Thea, what happened to your sisters? What happened to Conan? Do you know where any of them might be?
Yeah, Conan left with you, and Rosemary, I think the tree touched her. She ran into the crypt. I'd hope she would be alright, but I don't know. She was close to the tree. Same thing with Father. He was close to the tree when it started moving, and I don't know what's happened to them, but Meryl, she was the smartest of the three of us, and she ran down as well, but I don't think it got to her. I think she was looking for a way out.
We might have found her sleeping bag then. Okay, well,
Is she okay?
we
I know you two
found-
weren't the best of friends, and she was a little crazy, but she's still my sister.
We didn't find anybody besides my aunt, Brienne, and a few of her companions from the village. I wish I could find them. I would have been glad to see her, as I'm glad to see you for now. I'm
not glad to be me these days.
I can imagine. I would not be glad to be you at all. I guess I'm gonna roll investigation around the books and see if there's anything valuable in the area.
I'm gonna help her a bit, and as we're doing that, I'm gonna say softly, should we be lingering on this? And I kind of motion back to her, and I motion to my sword. It's entirely possible that whatever's got a hold of her can sense us through her. And also, she's in a great deal of suffering, and she said herself she might not be able to get out of this. She very likely won't, even if we kill this thing.
I know what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying, but Thea is one of the strongest people I know. If there's any chance of saving her by killing the heart and leaving her here like this, even if it were to give us a disadvantage, I would want to leave her here to save that chance. Now, do I know that that's completely illogical? Yes. I hiss at him. I do know that that's completely illogical, that it would be better for us to end her now and move forward. But if I could save her, if there's any chance, I would want to take it. Does
This
that
is
make
your home.
sense?
I will trust your instincts on this.
It's not
but-
my instincts, it's more my heart. Sad to say, but my heart wants her to live.
Well, sometimes it's an important thing to follow in the Fae. Also, I think we need to be making our priority finding Mariel. She's smart, she escaped, she knows something.
True. Well, we need to make our way to the heart, so as we go, we should probably look over into the Colosseum and see if we can find her there, or just look for her. But I don't think we need to go back into the caves to find her. I think that's just not the way forward that we need to take.
She might be
Wanna
using the
look
cave
at
the
the-
same that we did.
True. What was that, you sir?
I thought y'all were done. Sorry.
Are you good? Did my investigation turn up anything?
Gotta roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
But 14
I'm
will
helping.
turn up something. Yeah, because he's helping.
Okay.
I want to look at the tree while they're looking at books. Like vines that are growing around you.
18.
Yep.
So, yeah, you find a lot of books about, obviously, the Feywild. This was the Temple of Sune, so you find several books on Sune, who's the goddess, which, for those of you who don't know, let me read it as... Sune, she's the goddess of life, a light-faced, beautiful, red-haired woman who was thrown into the astral sea by Tempest. Tempest is the god of war. His signature item is a flaming sword, and he's thought to be the creator of many violent worlds in the Fey realm, including the Warrior's Playground, where this book basically suggests that he's been essentially breeding and training warriors with the intention of invading the mortal world at some point. With an 18, you also get a little bit of information on Duke Thorn, that he's one of the underlings and chief lieutenants of Tempest, and Duke Thorn's mission was to create a race of powerful, magical creatures designed specifically for hate and war, and they are called the Tiefling.
Check.
Ooh.
Which is something that you did not fully know, Sana, that Duke Thorn's whole mission was to basically create, breed, and ensure that the Tiefling succeeded in their mission.
Duke Thorn's your daddy.
Oh no, he's not my dad, but he is one of the magical beings that helped make us into what we are, or what I am now. So it doesn't
Just
surprise me.
imbued her dad. Or grandfather, great-great-grandfather.
Say he's a co-parent. We'll say he's a co-parent, because he did also let his daughters train me, so...
He's like a family friend.
You could say I was one of his most successful experiments thus far.
That is a very good way of putting it. And yeah, Duke Thorn had his own agendas and his own things he was doing, but he was working under the guidance of Tempest. And Tempest is the one who defeated Sune and took over the Temple of Sune, being this part of the Fey realm, casting her into some part of the Astral Sea. And this was done, according to this book, about 30 years ago. Which, for those of you who are good at math, puts it at about 900 years ago, 900 years in relative to the mortal realm.
Yep. Alright, well that's good to know that I never did like him, even growing up. Had such strict rules. So oppressive. Love wasn't allowed. Alright, well, Thea, we're gonna go out and see if we can find some of your other sisters, but I'm gonna do my best to try and clear this evil from the area. I want to leave you here. I want to see if you can be saved, but I'm going to ask you, do you wish me to end your life now?
I don't know much about these kind of curses. I don't even know what this is. I'd rather not die, but if there's no chance of saving me from this, I don't want to become whatever this creature wants of me.
Thea, you are one of the strongest warriors I know. If anyone can hold on for us to have the time to go slay this thing, it's you. And I pray to soon that you'll come out of this alive. And I'm trying to basically persuade her to keep holding on now that she's seen me again.
Oh, persuasion.
Okay.
I'll do what I can, but please, Hurry.
We will, Thea. We will. And I motioned to Yosara, Ildran, and Kale that were closest to me. It's like, we gotta go now. We need to move on out and go to the next spot and start kicking some ass.
I built
Let's
walls.
do it.
There's a door! There's a door!
I built walls. That's all it took. I put walls around everything, and I love Fantasy Grounds.
I'm gonna open that and just
Door's open.
gently step out and see what I can see.
As you walk out, the ground, even the grass, has a slightly red hue to it, as the grass is not dead or dying, but it is changing, and everything in this entire realm seems to be changing somehow.
Yosara, I definitely think you're right that Telis definitely might have had a hand in this. I'm gonna step out. Ooh, I can't move my character. I'm stuck in the doorway. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna step out and walk.
Oh yeah. So on a mechanical note, the doors are squares, and you have to move yourself through the entire square, and then everything will activate. So it's just deal with it.
I'm gonna move myself up to the corner.
As you walk out, Sana, as it is now getting later in the evening, early morning, I'm going to go ahead and
Are the three moons out?
we're now at dawn. As the sun starts to come up, you see the tree, a bright red barked tree growing immediately out of what once was the Temple of Sune. On many of its branches are what looks like some sort of bodies, and the bodies are slowly moving, and several of the branches of the tree are slowly moving, and as you look at it, you feel a sense of many of these thorns on the branch that seem to extend out for a long distance start to gently turn points at you, as if it recognizes your presence and it just acknowledges you, and you feel an uneasy sense as the entire area gets real quiet.
I'm going to immediately, after seeing all of that, duck back and say, the tree knows I'm here. The tree saw me. The tree saw it looked at me. The tree. And
as you speak in tongues, the vines in the room start to gently crackle, and they start to almost reach out, slowly growing in all of your direction. Not fast enough to be a threat, but enough where you realize the entire room and all of the vines recognize your presence.
We go. We need to go. We need to go now. We need to move away from vines. And Sana's like starting to just kind of back away and just like motioning to them to like, we need to go. We need to get away from everything. And she's kind of getting into a panicky type state.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I think we should head to the Coliseum, because that's the next step. And I just really don't want to walk directly out to where the tree can see me right now.
Then let's run.
Okay.
I throw my hands over your eyes and then I guide you.
Okay, so Ildran and I are dashing together towards the entrance of the Coliseum over here.
Kale's going too.
And I'm gonna open and unlock that door and then motion for everybody to come inside.
Everyone else is going to follow you. And everyone else is going to follow you. And as you get into the Coliseum, you see the blood of this is where you guys used to train and fight. But you guys run inside, and it's eerily almost quiet in there.
I'm gonna kind of turn to Yosara and just be like, hands on her shoulders. The tree looked at me. The tree knows I'm here. The tree wants me. It doesn't want you guys, and I don't know what to do about the tree.
Kill the tree.
And Sana's almost like in a panicky state because she's never had such a, like, the entity, it gave her such chills of, like, just wrongness.
Sana, hey, it looked at you. We're all here with you, okay? It's gonna have to go through all of this. We know what we're after. We're going after the tree. That's fine. It knows we're here. That's okay. We know it's here too. We're in this together. We're gonna figure this out, okay? Just breathe.
Okay, we're together. I'm not gonna let you guys die. We're not gonna let each other die. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna save everybody. This is gonna go back to normal. It's gonna be okay. Okay, thanks, Sarah. And she just kind of is gonna be almost meditating while hopefully everybody else is kind of looking around and seeing what's going on.
Alright, good. Now that that's settled, I turn to the rest of you guys. I say, if we kill this tree, we could clear whatever the hell is happening in this place, but are we ready to do that?
Probably not, but gotta do it eventually, so...
I mean, are we sure that we have to kill it?
I'm not sure of anything.
Supposed to be here?
Maybe we should look around and then take a long rest before we even engage it, because I know some of us are still recovering.
I can tell you right now, there will be no long resting here.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, well...
I think we gotta just... If we're engaging the tree, we should poke around a little bit more in the Coliseum, and then go engage the tree.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to roll investigation as I look around the Coliseum to see what I see. Almost a 16.
As you look around this Coliseum, it brings back some familiar memories of fighting, training, all of these kind of things. This is where a lot of your brethren and your time was spent training to fight, learning to use your powers, learning to become the person that you value. And upon looking at it, there's only a little bit of fresh blood and a large hoof print. And that's very indicative of the Duke of Thorns, except somehow bigger than the last time you remember him.
Interesting. Okay. Giant hoof print, or a hoof print that's very indicative of the Duke, but just really large compared to what it could be.
Is the Duke a horse?
No. I mean, he's an Ildren Fae, like Thea, who you saw in the vines, but I mean, he's, well, what we just found out, he's basically an avatar for Tempest and helping do his will, so he was.
But he has
different.
hooves.
Yeah, I guess so. Do I remember what he looks like, Alex?
I mean, he looked like a tiefling.
Okay, so he looked like a male.
A larger version of a tiefling, but this is much larger than it was.
It's like he's been enhanced.
3x, yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine a version of me, but male and 10 times bigger. That's what he is now.
Sana, do you not have feet?
No.
Oh. I guess I never noticed that before.
Yeah. I mean...
That's pretty cool.
They're protected, so you don't actually ever see that.
It's cool of you not to notice.
Yeah, I don't see feet. It's fine.
It's okay.
The opposite of a foot fetish is.
So really
I have
fine.
a hoof fetish.
All right. Well, I think that the element of surprise is lost. So, Duke, are you in here? Kale's just gonna start yelling.
Oh gosh, Kale.
No response.
Okay.
All right. Well, he's clearly not here because I called his name and he didn't come out. So, I think that's the rules of the Feywild: is someone calls your name, you have to answer.
I think I might have heard that somewhere.
Can I poke around in here to see if anything, as far as like fresh blood or like the tree remnants or anything, looked like the disease I had seen in a previous life?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
I'm gonna make.
Man, you are bad at it when it comes to this kind of stuff. Again, it feels somehow familiar, but not Definitely not exactly the same.
I made my way to the front door and I'm just looking out, just like peeking around the side and watching the tree.
Okay.
Okay, well, we've
So
got
you
a
go-
straight shot to the tree if we wanted to go there.
I said we're burning to the fucking ground.
Yeah, or whatever it takes.
I mean, might as well.
Chop it, bop it, twist it, burn it, pull it, whatever.
And we don't really seem to have much other plan
Carol, where
than
do you come
attack
up with
this
these
tree,
things?
right?
Yeah, I think, though, a small group of us should go first and the rest of us should kind of come around the side. I think, as bad as it is, I really believe it's more interested in me than you guys, and so you guys could almost take it by surprise. Does that make sense?
I think I should be the first one to run right up on it.
I
You know
don't.
what?
Yeah,
I really don't
that's
think,
a great
Elron,
idea.
you should be the first one to run up on it. You almost
just
died
let
way
it
too
poke
many
me.
times. No, I don't want
Okay.
it to poke you. I refuse to let it poke you. This is not how this is gonna go.
So here's the thing. I know a little bit about plants. I don't think we're gonna surprise this thing. Its roots, I'm sure, spread far and wide. It's got vines all the way over there.
Ew,
Right.
its roots.
Its roots.
Its roots are under the city. We were under the city before. Can we get to its base? Sonic, is there a tunnel that goes under where that tree is?
Oh, that's a
Um,
great idea.
Yeah, no, there is an actual tunnel that runs straight through it. It's the probably direct way would be back through that slime. Do you remember the slime?
Hey, it might be worth it if we push to the heart of the tree.
Do you think we should
Yeah.
go down to the
Slime?
base instead of the top?
It's almost like Kale was suggesting we go up the slime slide the whole time.
Great, so let's go back through the slime.
I'm fine with the slime as long as it doesn't hurt. Did it hurt you?
I mean, no, but I just kind of took it with a magic sword, so it didn't really touch me.
Okay, well, there should be an entrance right here in the heart of the Colosseum, and we can go back down into the tunnels, and from there go through the crypt, and get back over to the slime.
As Kale's walking, he's just like the shield is singing. Gotta trust your gut, gotta trust your gut. Kale trusted his gut, and it turns out he was right.
Apparently so, Kale.
Wait, what's that?
Kale, your gut is usually very much correct, so we're gonna follow your gut this time.
You read my mind?
No, Kale. It would never be that invasive to you.
Alright, I mean, it's cool if you do, just like let a guy know.
Yeah, no, I would totally let you know.
Alright, carry on.
Okay, great. Let's go! And Sana slams her foot on the floor, and you see the dust clear as a gate, I guess right in the center, opens, like appears, because it was at the center of the floor that goes straight down. Or so I'm assuming that's where it's going to be, DM. Poke that
Yeah,
first.
right in the center. That's exactly what I had in mind. But yes, sure. I'll allow it.
Yes!
Wait. Just for funsies, roll me a intelligence or investigation.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the
Hey.
one.
It was so close
Yeah,
to being
you
a
hit
one.
it.
was
You
so
hit it exact. First try.
A boom. Right onto the table.
You guys appear in the bottom part of the Colosseum.
I've completely lost us.
They're in the upper right.
Okay,
I have
so
no
if we go
color.
back down here.
Yeah, that's on it. Can I click on
You're
my
okay?
token? Maybe if I click on the wrong token here. I need
Zoom
help.
out a bit, and you'll zoom out a bit, and you'll see it. Don't move around, just zoom out.
Well, it's just black right now. I've zoomed out a little bit, but I can't see anything.
Zoom out until you find where we are.
Got it.
There you go.
Right. Okay, Anna. We go back this way. It'll lead us to wherever that tree was, right?
Well, we have to go back through the crypt, and then we have to go over to the room where we found the sleeping bag, and I found this weird gem, who now I'm starting to think might be Meryl's gem. And then we go back and we get Brienne to take down the barrier. Brienne, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Brienne,
I'm just gonna move you guys over there for time's sake.
Okay.
So generous.
So kind.
Yeah. Alright, you guys see where you are now?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go... We're gonna all go back over here, and Brienne's gonna take the barrier down, and we're gonna try and go through the slime.
And Brienne has no problem taking the barrier down.
Okay, Sana, maybe let me just again.
Oh yeah, no, you can go ahead first, just like you were doing earlier. Go for it. We'll follow right in your footsteps. Where you step, we step. Once you
Unless you step in the slime, then we don't step in the slime.
Was that you or the shield, Kale?
10 minutes is up for starting form and also the protection, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I got one more.
So I'm just gonna kind of gently walk in.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and be sneaky, but I don't know if these.
Give me a stealth. Yeah, you're not super stealthy. This place has a lot of loose gravel and all that, and you feel it crunching.
Well, I'm still just gonna walk in and see if things lunge at me, I guess.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Looks clear.
Ah, that would have been an 8, right? Or I grabbed nature, not perception. But
Even still, it's clear.
alright, guys, I think it's weird gonna staying where it is. I'm gonna walk sort of around it to try and go down this other path I see.
I'm gonna kind of go to the entrance, but not step in just yet. You see
Okay.
the other pathways?
I see a door to the left.
Okay. And I'm gonna follow
Or
right
a
in her
pathway.
footsteps. And be like right near her as she comes around. Like,
Okay.
guys, follow directly in the path. Everybody follow each other's footsteps. Don't step anywhere different. We're gonna try and avoid all the slime as we all step around and get to the tunnel.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna motion for them to not stay 20 feet behind me like we've been doing.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
Okay.
stop right here. We're not gonna
Okay.
go any further. We'll not push further into you.
Let me look around this corner as quietly as I can.
Alright. Yusara, as you go around the corner and look, you don't really hear or see anything, but all of a sudden, Iris, Kale, Brianna's team, Dimkin, and Alaric all need to make dexterity saving throws, so someone just roll me 5 d20s.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oops.
Mm,
There's one.
Do it all at once. Alright, Iris fails. Kale fails. Brianna's team fails. Dimkin succeeds, and Alaric fails, as suddenly a giant group of this, bunch of this webbing stuff gets fired and fills that part of the room. It is a web, and all of the people that failed, so everyone except for Dimkin, are now restrained. And with that, everyone roll initiative. They, of course, will get disadvantage on initiatives.
Alaric, did you get my Discord? Alaric. Alex, did you get my Discord message?
No. What?
The token reacts to the Sana 1 character sheet, not Sana 2. That's why Smite and the critical hit and everything didn't react right, I don't think.
Yeah. Gotcha. Boop. Sauna 2. Boop. Alright. Got 25. Alright, cool. So, what was your initiative?
I was 11. You saw 17.
Done. Alright, we're caught up.
Okay.
So with that, Yosara, you are up. As they all start going, oh, web!
Like thinking, oh no, look guys, it's fine. Let me look. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. And I'm gonna run over here. Is the web like a thing we can attack, or is it? Can I like look around for a source?
Yeah. Alright, you're gonna make me look it up. I think it fills a space that is 20 foot by 20 foot on the ground. I think you can defeat it if you stop. Hang on, looking it up. Web. You conjure a thick, sticky web. Fills a 20-foot cube for the duration. Difficult terrain. Lightly obstructed. Those who aren't blah, blah, blah. Each creature in its turn must make it down a failed save. Is restrained for as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free. Okay. Cool. So it is a web.
Okay. I'll run up here and swing at the web with my attack weapon.
Okay. As you swing at the web, it's not really doing anything, and you realize as you're doing this, you could try to help somebody escape, but that's about the most you could do if you're trying to do that.
Okay. If I would have realized that before just spending my action, I will try to just pull out the closest person. Otherwise, I am swinging at a web for this turn.
It is Iris, so if that's the closest person you want to help out, you're more than welcome to.
I don't want to, but I don't think I can reach around her, so...
That's why I offered it to you, because, it's Iris.
I will pull her just because she's in the way of Kale.
And even still, she wouldn't be able to escape, so as you try to help her, she's really stuck in there good.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Alright, and with that in the corner, a humanoid spider creature kind of emerges from one of the webs that it was concealed, that the web itself was concealing this creature. It begins to move forward, and it fires a web at Alaric. And it hits! Alaric takes a couple of bludgeoning damage, and then is retracted all the way up to this creature, to which the creature begins to spin Alaric into a much thicker web. Dimkin, panicking, is going to attempt to break free.
I thought he... Wasn't it Dimkin?
Oh no, Dimkin didn't. No. He does not have to. It's still difficult terrain, and he moves out of it. And then, in the midst of his panic goes, Mage Armor, because I didn't have that on him. And that'll be Dimkin. Iris, being restrained, attempts to break free and fails. Sana, it is your turn.
Okay. Because am I still hastened from when it got placed on me ages ago?
No, it only lasts a minute.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna use all of my movement and go around the square to where, like right here, where can I see her? Is that a direct sight?
Yeah, you can see it.
Is that
the web is on the ground. It doesn't obscure vision except for the one in the very far corner where it was hiding behind.
Okay. I'm gonna activate my spiritual weapon, and am I 60 feet from her now? I was trying to get closer.
Yeah, you're within 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna activate it. And cast it at her, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Well done.
And then Hold on. So that's the second time casting that, so I can't do that anymore. I'm going to... That's weird. Oh, this is weird.
You good?
I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I can do real quick. I don't think there is, because I'm too far away. Wait, I'm gonna cast, protection for...
You already cast one spell. You can only cast one spell per round.
Okay. Okay, well then I can't do anything else. That's all I'm gonna be able to do for right now. But I'm trying to draw its attention to me.
Okay. Alaric, which is now up against the creature, is going to attempt to break free with disadvantage and fail miserably as he is getting webbed and just go... Eldrin, you're up.
Alright, I will bonus action begin my blade song.
Okay.
Drag that onto me real quick. And using 10 feet, I'm going to run up. Kale's still underneath the web.
Yep.
I'm going to give a swipe at my short sword to try to free him from that.
Okay. Oh, you're still blessed. Let me remove that as it has been way too long. Even still, 18. We'll just use that as a marker. Yeah, you start clearing it from Kale. He'll have advantage on his saving throw.
Okay, cool. And then I'll continue my movement up following Stona. And I get 40 total with Blade Song.
Okay.
So I'll get about there. And then I'll use a cantrip, part of my double extra attack thing, to do Frostbite. Reach out my hand and try to freeze him with a little bit of icy stuff.
Icy stuff, go for it.
Icy stuff. It's gonna be a con save for him. Her.
She succeeds.
Oh, never mind.
Is your spell save 14?
It should be 15.
Yeah, that sounds low. What was that, Frostbite?
Oh, it's 14 on here for some reason.
Is that because you took the 2 to your intelligence? Even still, it should be 15.
No.
Oh.
Honestly, I think my spells are a little messed up because I remember whenever it first got added, they were separated based on level, and now they're all...
What are you, intelligence?
Yeah.
Still showing 14. Alright, I'll check it later, but right now you're 14, which is what it is. That's what the system says.
What's your intelligence modifier?
+3. Is that 15?
No, that would be 14 then. 8
that
plus
is
3
14.
plus 3. Yeah.
Okay. So normally you're 15, but because you took the because you went down, you took 2 to your intelligence temporarily. Once you take a long rest,
that's what it is.
So.
That's what it is. That's why. Okay, cool.
And I'm adding wrong. For some reason, I thought +3 was a 15, not a 14. So, Kale, thanks for reminding. Good call. So yeah, that is one of the drawbacks of every time you go down, you take a couple of hits to your stats, and that's because now you're down.
Stat.
And your strength is down, so if you get webbed, it's a strength save to escape. So just keep that in mind.
Oh jeez, right. Okie doke. Well,
no pressure.
That's my turn then.
All right. Brianna's team is going to attempt to escape and not want it. She struggles further into the web. Kale, you're up.
I'm going to use Misty Step to escape this webbing and get over, to the top of Sana. Right
that
above
works.
And then going to produce flame and fire it at the spider gal. Pew, pew, pew.
All right. You good, you? Sorry, you need a hand? Pew pew! For some reason that had disadvantage. Oh, you escaped. I didn't undo your whatever, but I got you now. You're no longer restrained. What's up?
Okay, it dropped to 15. It still would have hit.
It did, yes.
Huzzah.
And as you hit it with the
Nice.
produced flame, you hear a popping sound as the spider silk and spider itself seem to be not doing well in direct fire. Produced flame, I can't remember, is that basically a flaming sphere, or is that a direct line? How does that one work?
It's just lobbing a little ball of fire.
Okay. Doesn't do any area effect damage of any kind?
No.
Okay. Alright, Kale. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be all.
Alright, Yusara.
I give Iris a long, hard look and walk past her to let her get out of the web herself. And I'm gonna walk up to where I can see the spider girl, so I'm gonna be right next to Sona and Kale here. And I'm just gonna try to Eldritch Blast the spider lady.
Okay, go ahead and roll attacks.
I did not have the bless, but
It's still going to hit without the bless. But I am going to take the bless off. Yeah, 6 damage.
Do I get sneak with a large?
Technically no, because the spider's not actually being threatened.
Okay.
It's restrained and grappled. Poor little Alaric. That one's going to hit as well.
Huzzah!
And you blast, and do some damage to the spider. Realizing that she's exposed in the middle of the... Oh, sorry. You doing anything else?
I will just bonus action cash to back up here.
Alright. Realizing she's exposed in the middle of the room, she is going to fire another web. Aiming for 20-foot cube.
Cooler if
And
she
webbing...
didn't.
What's that?
Said cooler if she didn't.
Cooler if you did. Go ahead and give me a dexterity save for all 4 of you. You're looking for a 14. Nat 20 saves.
I'm gonna give myself Cosmic Omen
Yeah.
before
Can
the
you?
roll. Because it has to be before the roll.
Okay.
So that'll be an extra D6.
Okay. Yosara, you are restrained.
Oh, gosh.
Kale, even with Cosmic Omen, there's no roll.
Oh, no.
And then I think you get advantage on this one, don't you, Ildrin?
Yes, I should.
Dex save. DC 14 is the magical number.
Roll 2 1s.
It was very poor.
Happens to the best of us. Don't
You
worry.
do have advantage, and I don't think that
Where's
rolled
that
with
disadvantage?
advantage.
There's disadvantage on that for some reason. It's just rolled a flat one, but hey, I'll roll again. Oh my god!
Advantage, disadvantage, non. What is your deal? What's going on with you?
No.
Blade Song. It should have been advantage.
Remember, he's been.
I don't know
in
what
there
happened
way too
there.
Give me
much.
disadvantage.
Regardless, the 4s of yous are restrained even with your advantage and or disadvantage.
Not.
Lurk.
3 out of 4 of you. All right.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I am not. I didn't 20 that crap. I am able to easily escape spider webs.
And then the spiderling is going to run over to Dimkin while dragging Alaric and attempt to snag Dimkin.
The shield says, "This spider reminds me a lot of Sana."
Kale,
and
what goes through your head some days? Sana yells at him.
it manages to grab and begin spinneretting Dimkin as it starts running away with Dimkin and Alaric. You hear them both going, "Ah!" as they're all webbed up. I think everyone is webbed except for Sana right now. With that being said, it is now disappearing down the hallway
Oh, great.
with your two friends in tow. Dimkin attempts to escape with disadvantage. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm screenshotting this. Disadvantage. 2 nat 20s. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome.
Wow, that's great.
So yeah, Dimkin breaks free and runs the opposite direction. And Dimkin looks at all of you restrained and goes, sorry? And then produces 2 little pop firebolts. And all of a sudden the webs catch fire and immediately engulf in flames, burning the webs off of you. Everyone takes 2d4 fire damage, except for Sana, who's resistant.
You know what? I'll take it.
6 damage to everyone. Go ahead and throw that on your characters. Or actually, I can't. I got it. Timkin's fine. She takes it. Sana takes 3 damage.
But I wasn't even restrained in the webs. How can I take...
But you were still in the web.
Arr.
Brianna's team is looking pretty beat up. Alright, with that, Iris, now being free of the webs, she runs in there to atake the spider. Oh, she's still restrained.
She shouldn't be now.
Nope. That's going to miss. Let me reroll that one. And then for her second attempt... Oh, nat 1. And with that, she was going to keep it. And she ends up missing with that and then trying to make a punch on the spider. That's going to hit. And she pops the spider, doing a little bit of damage. Sana, you're up.
Okay, how far away am I? Woo, sorry.
Car?
Yeah, obviously. I'm gonna...
40 feet.
Oh, really?
But you'd have to run through the web, though, which is difficult terrain, so it adds
So I'm gonna run...
resistance.
Boop, and then, like, boop.
Yep.
So I'll land, like, right there. And
good.
then how far is this from that?
The spiritual weapon, you can move it 20 feet per turn.
Yes, that's what I was curious of how far away it was. Move it at 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't be able to reach.
It's a little far.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna cast. I guess protection. Well, I don't know. Yeah. No, I'll just wait because I can't do anything right now. I don't think. What is this?
Good dodge.
You can dodge, yeah.
Huh?
Dodge action. It gives disadvantage to hit you with melee.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
At default, if you.
Alaric fails his escape. Ildren, you're up.
I'm gonna run up to behind Sona and Dimkin, and I'm gonna fire a level 3 ice knife over the heads of
Nice.
over Alaric and Iris, and try to hit this spider girl in the face with it. The attack missed, but it still blows up. Right?
Yeah.
Or wait a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, and that's level 3, so that's gonna be 3.
Oh wait, no, that's good. The effect hits because that's her save. Because that's what it was. It's a save, right? Oh no, never mind.
No, why?
No, I make an attack and then there's an explosion.
Yeah.
And the
So the
explosion.
attack missed.
Yeah. Alright, now she makes a dex save.
Okay. And I don't know what it was, but yeah, she's gonna fail.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Eldrin was still restrained again. Go ahead and roll your attack again.
Oh. Was it disadvantage?
It was disadvantage, yeah, and I didn't see the first one.
Oh, right there.
16. Oh, and she's going to fail anyway. Okay. Yeah, that works. So it'll hit and she'll fail. So they get full
nice.
damage.
I'll take it.
Roll the damage, roll the damage.
Rolling the damage. Oh, and I get one more d6. I don't know how to change that, so I'm just going to roll a d6 right here.
That's fine.
Hey!
Oh, max dead! Additional d6 of damage.
Love that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'll say, look at me, guys, I'm not running in.
Yeah. Brienne's team is going to hang out in the back and do nothing. Kale, you're up. You are no longer restrained.
Take like 10 feet of movement forward and then just say, I don't know what this means, but Kobe! And hurl another little produce flame over everybody and try to splash it right onto the spider lady.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack. Get a miss.
So close. So close.
Anything
Okay.
else, Kale?
We gave it a good run. Nope, he's just gonna stay put.
Yosara?
How attached are we to Alaric?
Very.
I enjoy his
because he's my
company.
Apprentice, and I would rather Iris die than Alaric. Thank you.
I sigh.
I know
Right.
that this is a long shot, but I'm still gonna try it, so I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast over the head.
Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh.
First one misses. Second one misses. You're too worried about hitting Alaric. You doing anything else?
I'm gonna action. No, I can't do action. No, I'm there.
Realizing the battle has completely turned out of her control, the spider is going to stop trying to eat Alaric and dragging him, and instead set him down gently and back up a few steps, kind of relaxing its arms and just say, I'll trade you your friend for the ability to leave, and I will leave you alone.
Who are you?
Sana's gonna step forward in a sense of commanding and be like, I'm listening, but you need to answer my friend's question. Who are you?
A short time ago I was called Rosemary, the daughter of King Thorn.
And Sana just kind of, her arms drop a little. Rosemary, it's me. Do you remember me? Do you have memory of your past?
She kind of hisses and... Yes. I know who you are. You who let it back in here.
Let what back in here?
You know the answer to that. And it begins to run away.
Wait, Rosemary, and I call out one last shot. Thea is alive in the library.
You just hear the clicking getting quieter and quieter as the creature runs.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over and cut Alaric free since it's ran away.
He sits up really quietly. Sana, I know you think I'm really, really brave, but I have something to tell you. I hate spiders! I hate them! They're so creepy, especially the bigger they are, the worse they are, and oh my god, that was just... I did not enjoy any of that.
I am so sorry, Alaric. I did not intend for you to get wrapped up in a web like that, let alone be involved in something like this. I can understand if after this you don't want to stick around.
No, it's fine. Someone has to watch your back. I mean, I am a better warrior than Iris. And he shoots her a glance.
And
Kale
Sana-
says,
Go ahead, Kale.
Kale says, yeah, Iris, you're kind of spare parts in that fight. Like, when are you going to do anything?
And Sana just smiles and claps him on the head and says, that's what's going to make you a great paladin, that attitude right there, Alaric. So let's keep going, and I'm going to keep training you.
I'll keep my I'm better than Iris attitude. Trust me, I'll never let that go. I'm gonna lead the way behind you, Sarah, and behind you, Sana.
Yes, perfect.
And maybe behind Kale. But in front of Dimkin and Iris.
Very much so. I love it, Alaric. Is everybody well enough to continue? We need to go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
All right.
I only took one hit.
Mildred,
Wasted.
that was
Look at me.
incredible.
Beautiful.
All my limbs are intact.
We
Not a
gotta,
single scar.
we gotta, cross out that tattoo of a running man that you have on you. I know it's been influencing you poorly.
Okay.
As we're making our way, as I pass Sana, I'm gonna ask her. That was the Rosemary you've been talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was she's the middle daughter of Duke Thorn. She's the one that Thea didn't know what happened to her. I tried to yell to her where her sister was, but who knows if she actually heard me. There's very few things that can turn a Fae into that. She'd never, of all things, a spider creature. It's not making sense. I'm missing something here. Whatever this is, it's far more evil than I thought or could even imagine.
We need to get to the heart of this tree. The temple is up this way, right?
It should be, yes. Based on the maps and based on the locations we're at, it should be up this way. And I'm going to still follow 20 feet behind you. Eldron, get back here.
Oh,
I
sorry.
continue trying to sneak up and look around.
Yeah. So you're still being sneaky sneak.
Okay. As you get up there, you see a table blocking, almost acting as a door. Yeah, you're feeling stealthy, and you see kind of a table blocking the door, like a makeshift, some sort of door of some kind.
Can I go investigate the table? Think this is gonna be a lock like last time?
Yeah, it is a lock like last time. You don't even need to roll investigation unless you want to see what the lock says.
Ooh.
As you roll investigation, this is what you see, and another lock appears behind you all, sealing you in this small chamber. You don't have a lot of room you could run, and this is what you see. As you investigate, you see 8 runes. They can be moved in any direction, they can be spun. Don't change their size, that'll make things confusing. But you are able to move them in any place, any direction you would like.
I can't read what that says. Can anybody
got
read it
you.
out loud?
I got you. I'm going to zoom in on it, make it really nice and big. Hold on.
Oh.
She lost.
Well, I like to hear you read it out loud.
Wrong. Go the wrong way for far too long. Turn it back up or down. Chant him all, or you will drown. Wise man fast, wise man free. Wise man do it in less than 3.
Less than 3. Okay, so we gotta eat all of these bones? Is that what I'm getting from that description?
I genuinely may have wrote this one on mushrooms now that I'm reading it.
Yeah, I think
These
you've
are
got
failures.
like 3 boxes or 3 triangles or something to move these into the correct place.
Oh, it's a little fishy, but he's going upstream. He's got to go downstream?
Yeah, fish has got to go downstream, so we got to change it so that he's going downstream, but in 3 moves.
No, less than 3, it said. So 2.
Wise man do it in less than 3.
Well, we don't have to be totally wise. We may be just a little wise.
Yeah, we could be like, just, like, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Is there
there's
a
no-
way by looking at the puzzle that we would know, like, is this a you can slide the pieces, or is this a
Yeah.
you rotate the pieces?
You can do anything. You can slide them, rotate them, anything, and it's equal to 3. I'm realizing, man, I'm bad at these. I always make a mistake, but this is what happens when no one checks my work. And it's 3 in the morning, and I've already popped, a few grams. I'm mostly kidding. It was just a barrel of alcohol.
Okay. So we can move
Kale
these
is
pieces
utterly-
around. So can I just, as an
utterly out of
example,
his
we could like... Ooh, okay, wow. What did that do?
Oh, hang on. I don't think I have free move on.
Sorry.
All right, sorry about that.
So I can move...
So
the
as you
pieces
touch
around.
it lights up. And now that you put it back, it is still lit.
Okay.
Stop touching things, and I swat my hand away.
And Sana's just like, ow, I just was
Just
trying
have to
to show
move.
what was
And you get the
happening.
instinctive notion that the puzzle has just counted to 1.
You cost us a move, Sana. Stop touching things.
Well, I think we're ruined now, because, now we have to do it in 2.
Yeah, I think we might be.
Can we L1, R1, L2, R2 reset this thing? Is that possible, or do we get 1 shot?
I think
Swat
I
it.
mean,
My
that one
hand
is
away
still
from
lit,
it.
so maybe there's a way you can solve it by
Oh, she already
moving that,
moved this
maybe
one.
not.
I'll pick it up
Okay.
and move it over here.
And I smack him too. Stop touching things.
Well, she already moved it. It's glowing.
They still
Even though you're
glowing.
smacking him, it's still glowing.
Okay, we can move this one. Nobody else fucking touch things. And I turn around to all of them.
Sana just raises her hands up, backs away, just intimidated a little bit.
I mean, you think like there?
We trying to make the fish swim down, right?
I think he's trying to make a swastika.
Definitely
Damn
all.
close.
I was actually gonna say if we
Am
move this
I?
piece down and we take the side piece and move it down, it goes like it's got 2 pockets.
I can make a figure 8 in 2 moves.
I think we need to make it look like a fish swimming up or down.
Yeah.
I can do it in 4, but
Yeah, we had the chance to do it in 3, but if it has to be swimming down, we're toast.
yeah, it says change.
Is this
Change
more
it back
complicated than
up
we're
or
making it?
down.
I feel like we're making it more complicated than it actually is, and it's actually really easy.
No, I mean
Hang on.
So if we want to just make a fish, I've got a solution in 1 move.
Okay, go for it.
I can't.
Well, what,
but
tell
the-
me what to do. Tell me what to do.
Well, the top left bone.
This one?
Yeah, slide that down.
You want me to move it down to the left?
No, do not move it right now.
Well, yeah, but like you would move it.
Too late.
God.
And it's now lit up.
It's lit up. Where do you want
I'm
it to
gonna
go?
really turn around and smack Sona.
And
Alright.
Sana's still holding on to it. She's like, don't hit me, Kale said move it.
Well, put it. I didn't say that. Maybe I did. Put it so it's connecting to the last one that you just touched or just moved.
This one?
Other direction or other. No,
This one?
there you go. That's a fishy. See?
And as you put it there, nothing happens.
Ah, okay. It has
Yeah,
to
it's
be going
going
down.
down.
Hey, we've moved 2. We only have 3.
I can still move this piece though, technically.
And with that,
Move that
the puzzle resets.
Okay, good. We can
As
get more than
it
1 attempt.
Cannot be solved that way.
Okay.
And then suddenly you hear, and water starts gushing in, and you feel the room starting to fill with water.
Yay!
Can I ask a DM question really quick?
Go ahead.
Since,
We're
I don't
gonna
really
die.
trust the way it was written.
Okay.
Did you mean change it back up or down? So either one?
Yeah, if it's got to go down.
Okay, so it needs to point down.
This is bad because Nick knows the answer, but Kale does not.
It's okay. Maybe the shield does.
Yeah, that's
uh,
get the shield guessing random stuff, then activating.
the shield of some divine inspiration here. I think I know how somehow. I don't know how I know this, but I do.
Nice.
Okay, wait. Do you know
You know,
it because
I don't
you've
know
done
how,
this
but I feel
puzzle
like
before, or
Eldrin
did you figure it
does.
out in the moment?
No, I've seen similar puzzles.
Okay. Then solve it.
Okay. The bottom right. There you go. Slide that up along the same line, but just like opposite of where it is currently.
As you touch it, it starts to glow.
That's
Here?
good. Yep.
Let it go.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, the top right bone. Yep, that one. Slide it over to the left,
This way.
down, and more left, so that it's touching that bottom point. There you go.
Right here.
Yep.
Let it go.
Yep.
Okay.
And then our last little guy on the far right slides
here?
in. Yeah.
Slide it that way.
No.
Down and left,
And as you go to let go, you're like, oh shit!
and move it up a little bit. Make a fish.
That
There
way.
you go.
So
I'll say that Sana sees it. No worries. And as you do that, the lock begins to disappear and the water shuts off and stops.
Okay, good.
As
I'm just
the lock
gonna
has
go
been
there.
solved in 3 moves.
I did teach a class on riddles for 2 weeks with one of my old jobs, so I did a lot of little things like that.
Okay, that was.
How can I take this class? Because I don't think I've ever wanted to take a class more in my life. I'm not even joking.
It was a bunch of 6th and 7th graders, so I don't know how much you would have actually wanted to to do
I don't
it.
give a shit.
He'd still have done
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move up towards sorry, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
As the lock starts to unlock, it begins to fade, and Yosara, as you look in, you see a huge gargantuan tiefling, large horns, huge bat wings, holding an incredible axe, kind of staring down, almost arguing with itself. Across its back, long red tendrils of vine seem to wrap around it, but there's also a red hue and a wildness in its eyes as it looks at you. Kind of angrily, it raises its axe, it lowers it, it raises it. Who are you?
Immediately turn around, throw my hands out, and say, Sona, trust me, stay there for a minute.
Wait, hold on. What's going on? What are you looking at through
Stay
that
there.
door?
And I would
Put my hands
yell
on
at her.
Sona's
I would
shoulder.
just yell, stay there, and then I would walk into the door so that she couldn't see me talking to the person.
It advances slightly and goes, Sana? Sana's
Hey.
back! It raises its axe and then starts to move in, and that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Righteous.
Oh my god.
Ildron's got a hold of me, and Sana's just like, what are you two? What is going on here? Oh, it's a big bad meanie. I wonder what his name is.
Oh, boy.
We can all guess if we know where this is going.
It's Derek.
Does he have hooves?
His name is Derek. He's really nice, and he is a cool tiefling that's like 17 foot tall. I don't know how tall he is actually. Probably like 9 feet, really.
We're thinking more like 15, but yeah, 17 for the work.
15, 17.
I mean, from horn to hoof.
Nice.
The horns add like a foot, okay?
Exactly. It's like when I count my hair.
From crest.
Okay, well, I guess we'll.
Where's the
end here
tiefling?
then.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we'll conclude it here. I
Okay.
think this is a good spot to end on.
So we're still gonna have a part 3 of Temple of Sune then next Wednesday, right?
Wee.
Yes, we will.
Oh. Well, that's all, guys. Please catch us next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.